Handy and Annie, they're always in queue. They cook, they clean, they patch up too. With buzzsaw charm and lazy grace, they'll keep your home a perfect place. Trust Robco, they never stray. They're practically people the Robco way.
Sweet sugar bombs, favorite cereal.
Surrey
of
boat
mine.
has
I eat 'em dry,
arrived.
drown 'em deep in brine. They snap, they
Jarvis
crackle, they
posts
don't ask
ready.
why.
Flamingo
And Mama
5756
says
has
they're for the
arrived.
fight. Oh,
Welcome, Flamingo.
Lucian Smith 234 has arrived.
All right, welcome,
Sun popped like a
Lucian.
flashbulb, sky went white. Got my baby in the bucket seat screaming, hold me tight.
Metaclicks has
That's it, I
arrived.
gotta go
Welcome,
in
Meta.
bed. Red line's rising and it's looking bad. Fuel tank's full and the road's still dry. Ain't got time to kiss the world goodbye. Gotta push this beast till the engine cries. Running from the rat, baby drive. We're running from the rat in a 51 Ford. Two white walls tearing up the Lord. Radiation burning up the dash. Atomic thunder's gonna turn us to ash. But we got chrome, we got style. Crank that V8, burn it wild. No fallout cloud gonna catch all right. Running from the rat, side by side. Sirens blaring, town's gone still. Glowing horizon over yonder hill. Our back seats bouncing with a shotgun case. Hot rod Mercy in a drag race chase. Crank that knob to the rebel station. DJ's gone, but he left salvation. Keep it fast, kid, don't look behind. Hell's on your tail, make good time. We're running from the rats with the top pulled down. Cruising past corpses and cratered ground. Bobby socks, leather jacket, lead line boots. Kicking up ash in a power chrome coupe. Laughing like sinners on Judgment Day. Cause we ain't dying in the usual way. No mushroom ghost gonna eat our pride. Running from the rats, side
Jarvis
by side.
Ninja ready.
Boots, kicking up ash. Don't need no preacher, don't need no prayer. Just a pedal, a pistol, and nuclear flare. If the ends come in, we'll meet it loud. Front seat smooch with a radio cloud. We're running from the rats, and the sky's gone red. Tailpipe blowing, but we ain't dead. Scars on our hearts and dust in our teeth. But love and gasoline burn beneath. Fallout rain gonna wash this world. But I got my baby and her hair still curled. If this hot rod flies, let it fly with pride. Running from the rats. Running from the rats, running from the rats, side by side.
Gang, we're almost there. Hang on, one more minute.
Start your day the Slocum's way with coffee hot and donuts glazed. A jelly-filled bite and a steaming cup will perk you right back up. Slocum's Joe, Slocum's Joe. Sweet as sunshine, smooth and slow. From your morning yawn to your evening glow, nothing beats a Slocum's Joe.
Abraxo for grime and goo. It scrubs your floor, your sink, your shoe. From stubborn stains to mute in mold. It's cleaner than clean, it's shiny gold. Abraxo, the sparkle's
Oldman Fallout
true.
has
If
arrived.
it don't come off, it ain't supposed to.
Very nice, Flamingo. 20 watch streak.
Gesticulating cephalopod has arrived.
Welcome, Pod.
Well, the girls all scream when Sammy comes round. He don't say much, but he lays it down. He's got a little knife and a wicked grin. You let him in once and he'll stab again. They call him Stabbing Sammy from the South Side Street. He's quick with the poke and never skips a beat. He'll stab you slow, stab you fast. And baby, once he's in, that thrill's gonna last. He was stabbing in the morning, stabbing late at
Jarvis Meta ready.
The stab in the pantry, the stab on the roof. From Baton Rouge to Kalamazoo, he's got a line of ladies begging to get stabbed too.
All right, everybody. I think we're just about there now. Let me load up the correct music and let's get going. Okay. Jarvis music ready. Jarvis game ready. Hey, Obito is here. Welcome, Obito. Jarvis, I'm ready. All right. Gang, we are here.
All right.
We are back in Fallout 4. Thank you, Flamingo. All right. We got a bunch of posts that have already happened, and I missed a bunch of the things you guys were saying. I see Lucian saying, "Did they fix Fallout 4 yet?" Well, they came out with a patch on Monday, which seemed to make the game better for a bunch of people. So, Lucian, if Monday fixed you, it fixed you. If it didn't fix you, they haven't done anything else yet. They do have another patch coming out on November 24, supposedly. So that's just like 2 days from now, right? That's Monday or Tuesday, something like that. So if you haven't been fixed up yet, what is this little thing here? Is that a tag for my hat? What is that? It is a tag for my hat. If you haven't had anything fixed yet, wait till the 24th. Kelsey is here. Welcome, Kelsey. Kelsey says, "Hey, old man Fallout." Welcome in, Kelsey. I hope you're doing great today. Kelsey, by the way, Kelsey, you and Olivenko on the last stream we were talking about moderators. Kelsey, you now should have, you have the sword by your name. You're now listed as a moderator. And you're listed as a moderator on both TikTok and Twitch, I think. If I did it right, you are. And you don't have to moderate at all if you don't want to, Kelsey, because I just like you here, I like you having a good time. But I'm just going to say, you were talking about it, and I was like, that's good. So there you go. Kelsey says, I saw that. Good. Metaclick says, welcome to the mod team. Yes, exactly. And we added someone else as a mod too, but who was the other person that became a mod? Oh no, I'm forgetting who the other person is right now. Shoot. I made two big changes. I can't remember what the other change was, but I know we at least got Kelsey. Okay, so that's Lucian, Fallout 4. Metaclick saying, yo, 2.0. Welcome in, Metaclicks. Flamingo says, hope you're having a great day. I am. I hope you are too. Flamingo says,
At real, sir. Puffington has arrived.
Puffington is here. Welcome in, Puffington. I hope you're doing great. All right, look at that. And then we have fuck around and find out. I don't give a fuck. That's somebody on TikTok, and they say, hello, welcome in.
Thanks for the follow, Darian on TikTok.
All right, thank you for the follow on TikTok. That's so nice. Metaclick says, I will always be here. And then Puffington, thank you, Metaclicks. And then Puffington says, Fallout 4 gets me excited. Oh, Puffington. totally try to contain yourself, Puffington. We're gonna go off today. Guys, we are on Misery Island. Oh, by the way, I should show you what we have set up for today. Jarvis, show them what we got. Thank you, Jarvis. We have one kitty photo on load for you today on the loadout. We have 3 riddles. We have 1 emote only chat. We are down some poems because I didn't have time to get one looked up. I don't know if you can tell, my eyes look a little crusty. I literally woke up very
Fallout,
recently.
Please save and pause the game.
Oh my god, what's happening?
User Flamingo 5756 asks for kitty photo.
Oh my goodness, hold on. Ugh. Did I get it? I didn't get it, dang. There's like a tag on my hat, it's driving me crazy. But okay, you want the kitty photo? Here we go. Jarvis, hit him with the kitty. Oh, he did it! Jarvis, yes! There we go. You guys, this photo is from almost exactly 2 months ago. It is the day that we moved into our new apartment. This is my kitty cat Lily in her carrying container, her travel container, and she wouldn't leave. She did not like the new house on the very first day. She's like, I'm just gonna be in the travel container. Thank you very much. I don't need to get out. We tried to set up all the nice stuff for her, and she was like, I'm fine right here. I'm fine right here. Flamingo says, travel kitty. Lad is here, and Lad says, Lily. She's such a good girl. All right, let's hide this one. I don't know that I have a Jarvis Hide Kitty. Let's try Jarvis Hide Kitty, but I don't think that I have that set up yet. Jarvis Hide Kitty. No, I don't have a Hide Kitty yet. Dang. All right, we can just close that one off manually. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys are having a great time. And, oh, what's going on? Is the game frozen or something? What's going on with the game? Why am I not able to go into it? Is it crashed?
Oh no! Oblivion! Okay, it crashed.
Thank you, Jarvis, for playing some Life of Chai when I talk about crashing. Come on, let me back into the game. Oh, goodness. Dang, I might have to kill the game right at the beginning of the stream. Hold on, guys. Let's see what we got here. Come here, little Fallout. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. There we go. Let's see if we can get it back. Lad says about the kitty cat says, bring me home. Where are we? And Metaclick says, wait, what happened to the poem or story? I don't have a fresh one on deck for you guys right now, so they'll have to come on the next stream or the one after that. I was too eager to stream today, so I just like started doing stuff, and I didn't load up any good stuff. I was just like, let's go. Wow, there she is. Hello. Okay, game is back and ready to go. FA says, my cat likes her backpack that I have for her. Do you have one of the little backpacks with the little like see-through like window for the cat? I remember that really pretty girl did a video about it. Who's the pretty girl? Do you guys remember the girl from the Marvel movies she was only in one Marvel movie, and I think it was an Ant-Man movie, and it featured like Luis from the Ant-Man movie, and he was talking about the super hot, super fine, super-fly reporter girl. Do you remember that from the Iron Man movie? Not Iron Man, Ant-Man. The super fly, super cool, super pretty reporter girl. That girl, before she acted in any of the Marvel movies, before she was an actress, she was just a YouTuber. And she put together a YouTube channel where one of the things she did is she talked about her kitty backpack. And she had like a space-age kitty backpack. It looks like a little like rocket on her back. You put the kitty cat in it, and it's got a big like glass hole that the cat can look through. I don't know, it was kind of neat. Let's see here. Flamingo says, they're both gone? We've run out of tales to tell? Oh, we have not run out of tales to tell. But I did not have enough time to put them all together for you today. Metaclick says, oh my god, no! Well, I do have riddles for you. And then FA says, it's not a crash, it's a feature. Thank you. Metaclick says, whatever will we do? And Kelsey says, I like the over-encumbered one. I know, she's got some good stuff. She is really funny. If you guys have not watched Life of Chai, you should. She's, what I think is double funny about her, she's not trying to be funny. It's just how she is. I like it so much. Flamingo says, I'm going to lurk for a little bit. I got to go to the grocery store. That sounds great. Flamingo says, Fallout already crashing. This is peak Bethesda. I know, right? Right at the beginning. Oh, goodness. Let's see here. Oh, my God. Puffington does his points balance. He's got almost 10,000 points now. Good Lord. Jarvis, show commands. There are some of the commands you can do, Sir Puffington, if you really wanted to mess around with all the points you have. There are a lot of options for you listed there that you could explore on the chat while I'm streaming. You could look at all the different things you could do. I think points and point info, those two are the ones that you really want. Points and point info. Those are good. Anyway, okay, that is Puffington. Metaclick says, be safe, Flamingo. FA says, yeah, she can see outside. Oh, those are such cool backpacks. I love it so much. Flamingo says, yes, sir, thank you. Stream Element says, huzzah to Flamingo for lurking. Thank you for helping keep viewership up. Metaclick says, anyone ever watched Megan or whatever that is, the girl who is the robot girl that was also a VTuber? I haven't watched that. I don't know what that is. Lad says, is your Brotherhood of Steel buddy a mod? Because it's 2 companions. No, I have 3 companions right now. I have Nick, I have Heather, and I have the Brotherhood of Steel buddy. I got all 3. And yes, the Brotherhood of Steel buddy is a mod, and so is Heather. Normally I can only have Nick, right? But Heather and Brotherhood of Steel buddy are both mods. Let's see here. Kelsey says, I've got over 8,000, still waiting for crowd control. Oh, you got like 3-4 weeks to wait, but dang. I'm going to be scared when we do crowd control. Somebody, was it Glowbug, said she has something like 60,000 or something? I don't remember. Somebody had like a lot. It was a lot. Metaclick says, same. Puffington says, do I finally have enough points to buy you, Mr. Fallout? Well, Puffington, I'm free for you, baby. Need to get it, Sir Puffington. Metaclick says, yeah, so there is a movie called Megan. It's about a rogue robot girl. And the girl who voiced her was a YouTuber first. That's so interesting. Okay. I'll have to look at that after the stream. Lad says, is there a mod to have 2 extra companions? Or is it because it's modded companions? Well, yeah, kind of. So the Heather mod, this is Heather Kasdan. And part of her mod is, like when you install her, the mod author made a little note on there's a little installation note that says if you take Heather, she won't kick the other companion out. So just part of her is when you get her, you get to have your original companion too. And then for Brotherhood of Steel, technically Brotherhood of Steel isn't even really a companion. Technically, the Brotherhood of Steel buddy is operating like, oh gosh, who's the DJ guy that will follow you briefly when you go on a little quest? Suddenly I'm blanking on his name. But there are 2 kinds of followers that you can get in Fallout 4. And one is like a full-fledged companion. And the other is like a little temporary person who just runs behind you and doesn't say much of anything. So this little box is running like the second scenario. It's just a little dude who follows behind you. He's like a little extra. So the little box doesn't get all the same stuff that a full-fledged companion gets. Like when a full-fledged companion runs into an area, if they have audio triggers, like they're supposed to say something when they go in, like the game will do all the processing for the full companions and make sure that they get all the things they're supposed to do and say. When you have one of these little side followers, like Travis, thank you. Travis is the DJ I'm thinking of. Like when you get Travis and he follows you, he doesn't say much of anything. That's because he doesn't have any of the cool triggers to like have him do a lot of stuff. He just runs and fights, right? Same with this little box. It doesn't have a lot of triggers on it. It just follows behind you and you just use it for storage and that's it. Anyway, okay, let's see here. Lad says, I have seen Megan, but I don't remember it too much. And then Puffington says, don't tease me. Okay, I'm sorry, Puffington. I will not be a tease. Let's see here. Lad says, it reminds me of that new one with Megan Fox. Wait. The movie Megan reminds you of Megan Fox? Is the girl in Megan as hot as Megan Fox? I don't know. Metaclick says, hi lad, I wanted to get a chance to say that I didn't see your comment on my live until it was too late. I was not purposely trying to ignore you, but if it makes you feel better, Railroad don't care for me anymore. No, they don't, Metaclicks. No, they don't. You guys, wait, what's happening? Woodland Creatures again!
0420 just rated with 3 viewers.
All right. Welcome in.
All right.
Well, Woodland Creatures, you put your name up in lights there, and for all my viewers, if you would like, there's a shout out to Woodland Creatures in the chat now, so you can click into the chat and click on the link to Woodland Creatures, and you can go visit Woodland Creatures, who was last playing games and demos, which to me does not sound like an actual game. It sounds like that is a broad category for a bunch of stuff. But welcome in, Woodland Creatures. I hope you are doing great. How was the stream? Woodland Creatures says, what's up, man? What's up is we are in Fallout 4, but we are in a location that is not in Fallout 4. This is a mod. The mod is called Misery Island, and apparently it's based off of a real island that is near where Far Harbor is. So we're gonna try the mod. We're gonna see if this is fun or not. And then let me just see what you guys are saying before I start running into this stuff. Oh, by the way, for all of Woodland Creatures viewers, Jarvis, show games. There we go. So here you go. For Woodland Creatures viewers, these are the kind of games that I'm playing on the stream. I have Fallout 3, Fallout 4, I have Baldur's Gate, I have Outer Worlds 1 and 2, I have Cyberpunk 2077. We did a bunch of Fallout 4 like last month. Then we did 6 or 7 sessions of Cyberpunk 2077. Now this is, I think, our 5th session of Fallout 4 again. We might do one more session of Fallout 4, I don't know. And then we're going to go into Outer Worlds 2. So if you're interested in those kind of games, definitely give a follow, definitely hang out. If you're not into those games, don't give a follow. Oh, it seems a little bit like a lot of my game has just turned into just chatting, so we just talk a lot here, but welcome in. I hope you guys are doing great. Let's see here. Lad says it's all good. I knew you weren't, and LOL. Screw the railroad.
Thanks for the follow, Nate on TikTok.
All right, thank you, Nate on TikTok. That's so nice. What was your icon of? That wasn't a drink from Fallout, was it, Nate? That was interesting. Anyway, Fall Out Boy says, hello, welcome in on TikTok. Woodland Creatures says, actually I was playing Diablo 3. That was my bot. For some reason it is always set to demos. Oh, I got it. But Diablo 3, that's pretty great. I have extremely good memories of Diablo 2 and 3 because my dad and I used to play. For like over a decade, we played those together. He's on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast. That was how we hung out for like years and years. I love those games. 4 was a little more meh to me. Like, actually, before I started live streaming back in February, I had a YouTube channel that was running. This YouTube channel was running for a couple of years before I started live streaming, and we actually did some Diablo 4 on that channel when it came out. It wasn't a live stream. I was just, playing and then recording it and then putting it online. But I abandoned it literally after like 1 or 2 or 3 like recording sessions. I wasn't doing it to me. It wasn't doing it for me. But anyway, Fall Out Boy says, how have you been? I have been great, Fall Out Boy. I hope you've been great too. Fall Out Boy, we're here on Misery Island, which is a mod for Fallout 4. And we're going to just go through Misery Island today and see what we can see. I'm kind of excited about it. Puffington says, Diablo 3 is so mid, not going to lie. But 2 is good. Yeah, 2 I loved. But I actually really liked Diablo 3 after it got the expansion. Was it called the Lord of Destruction expansion, maybe? I don't remember what they did, but they got a lot of criticism, like a lot of hate. And they responded with an expansion that actually fixed a lot of problems. And it made it to the point where it's good for me. You know what I mean? Like, I was kind of like, well, I can do this now. I can do this. It was actually all right. I enjoyed it. They did have to fix it, but I enjoyed it when they did. Metaclick says, winning raid, Old Man Fallout knows exactly what I'm talking about. There we go. Gesticulating Cephalopod says, hello, Woodland. And I think that gets me all caught up. Oh, wait. Somebody, Lucian, is asking favorite type of Oreos. What's your favorite type of Oreos? Dude, let's open it to the whole chat. The whole chat. Everybody in chat. Do you have a favorite type of Oreos? I didn't even really think that there were many, many different Oreos, but if there are a lot of different kinds, there are.
Golden.
Golden. There you go. I wish I liked Golden. For some reason, I tried Golden, and like the first one was great, but the next day, I was trying to finish the little like box, and I couldn't do it. I liked Golden for 1 or 2, and then I was like, no, I want the regular ones back. FA says chocolate double stuffed cream. Double stuff is good. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I like double stuff. I kind of feel like the stuff is what we're there for, but you know. Puffington says 2 was Lord of Destruction, 3 was Reaper of Souls and Necromancer. 3 was Reaper of Souls and Necromancer? I don't remember Necromancer at all. That's wild. Okay. Well, there's obviously something going on there that I don't remember. But that happens. I'm old. Who knows? Lad says, hey, Fallout, question for y'all. Do any of y'all have that Pip-Boy replica from the show? The MK3000, the MK5. Mine won't update. Is it just me? I want the cool new animations. I think I need to get a replacement, though. I definitely don't, but we got a bunch of viewers. We've got literally 20 people watching on Twitch, 1 on YouTube, which probably Sir Puffington holding that down. 4 on TikTok. That's so nice. TikTok is popping off today. And then 0 on Kick so far. But that gives us about 25 viewers. If any of the 25 viewers have the Pip-Boy replica from the show, let us know in the comments, because apparently Lad cannot get an update. And then Metaclick says, I thought it's only right that I let everyone know that me and Rail had a fallout. So if that's not cool with you, feel free to give me the peace signs. Are you talking about the railroad? Metaclicks? And then let's see, Dake is here. Dake says, evening, Old Man Fallout. Nice to see you. Started to stream. I'm off to bed now, but maybe you'll still be streaming when I get up. Maybe. I'm not going to do an 8-hour stream, certainly not. So I kind of won't see you when you wake up. However, it is 2. My girlfriend's going to fall asleep at 9:30. That's 7 hours from now.
Kelsey Rammy on TikTok.
Kelsey, thank you so much. Gave me a heart me. The gifts are working. TikTok top gifts are working right over my head now. Oh, that's so good. It finally started working again. I'm so happy. Oh, and FA's at the top. That's so nice. Kelsey says, yay. I'm so glad it worked. I did all this work to make like I wanted to make all the TikTok stuff look better, and I want it to look new right over my head. And the liking totally worked, but the gifting wasn't working for some reason. But now it seems like it's back to normal. But anyway, I was saying something to someone about what? Let's see here. Nice to see you start off the stream. Oh, maybe that's what I was going to say. I'm probably only going to stream for 3 or 4 hours today. But late at night, like 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, I might do like a little secret stream. I'll be doing that because my girlfriend will be heading to bed. I might still be up and want to do a little more. So if that happens, Dake, you will see me streaming again. It will be a second stream, but you'll see it, yeah. Metaclick says, yes, I'm talking about the railroad. Okay, there we go. Lad says, it's cool. Y'all should get a Pip-Boy, but get that new one on pre-order. There you go. Mila says, what kind of Fallout? Mila, are you asking about what I'm doing today? This is Misery Island. It's a mod.
This isn't the kind of place I like to dawdle.
Oh, we're going to dawdle a ton, Nick. We are going to dawdle all over this island. Are you kidding me? I don't know if that's what you were asking, Mila, but there you go. Then Lad says the new one from 3 and New Vegas. And Metaclick says, win for gifts. Kelsey says, streaming, do a little more equals an all-night stream. I mean, Kelsey, I've been known. I've been known to do it. Oh no. Oh goodness. Well, I didn't want to explore the water yet, but you know, whatever. It's whatever. Oh, I will take the blight though. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. Cripple Schmock is here. Cripple Schmock says, "What's up, everyone? Welcome in, Cripple Schmock. Nice to see you." Oh, can we actually use these? No, we can't. Dang, that would be so great. What's this? Oh, it's emotes only. Oh my goodness, you guys, you have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to do emotes in chat. And I am going to do all the new emotes that I made. I'm going to do all the new emotes. Get me to the game. Where are my emotes? There! Those are all the brand new emotes that I added in. I'm gonna do more. Valera, first time posting. Welcome in, Valera. Meta clicks, I like the squish. Oh, that might be the end of it. I know when the song ends, it kind of goes back to normal. I think the emote only chat might be over. Thank you guys so much for doing emotes only chat. I have to tell you guys what we're doing with that. Emotes only chat is built into Twitch. It's not something that streamers have to add in. It's built in as one of the channel point rewards. And if you don't disable it, it just is a thing you can do. And I was like, I don't understand why anybody would do emotes only chat. Like, what's the point of it? So I figured if I am going to do emotes only chat, I'm going to make it ridiculous. So that's what we did. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for doing all the emotes only chat. And then, goodness gracious. Let's keep going. Lad says, I got ads. No, I'm so sorry. Okay. Good. Thank you guys for being here. We are in Misery Island. We went through this first little area. So we came on that plane right there. Oh my goodness, you guys. Do I have something you guys could do with your channel points that I completely forgot about? Hold on, is this true? It is true. Oh no, I gotta do something, you guys. Hold on. We have a thing you guys can do that I forgot to enable. I set up 3 new guns that could be named using channel points. Let me see if I can re-enable channel points for guns. Hold on one moment, everybody. Is this true? I have 3 new gun rewards. Let's see here. Show me the gun. Enable.
Thanks for the gift.
There we
Samuel
go.
Magallanes on TikTok.
Thank you for the gift, Samuel. All right. And the little TikTok gifts is still working. I'm so happy about it. Thank you so much, you guys. Okay, we're doing great. We got everybody's comments, I think. Kelsey says another streamer.
Samuel Magallanes on TikTok.
It's working. Thank you. Kelsey says another streamer I watch uses it to put chat in timeout if they get rowdy. Really? Because I feel like it makes chat rowdy. But maybe that's just how I do it. Thank you.
Old man Fallout, please save and pause the game.
Why?
User Metaclicks has redeemed one gun.
Oh,
Please get the gun name now.
It's happening now. Like right now. Okay. Wait, Metaclicks. Here's what you've got then. I have three new guns. You can pick one of them. So I was using Polar Opposite. You guys remember this from the last stream. Polar Opposite is my freezing Gauss rifle. I've switched over to my rapid shielded Gauss rifle because you can see it should do just the tiniest bit more damage, even though it won't freeze. This is doing 2,900 DPS. This is doing 3,500 DPS. So we switched over to rapid shielded. That's what I've got on myself right now. You can name that one if you want Metaclicks, or I have two others. I have a freezing overcharge improved automatic plasma rifle. This one is it's kind of gonna take the place of Polar Opposite in terms of freezing, you know? So we've got that one you can name, or the mighty Overcharge Institute rifle. And what's kind of funny is, even though it's mighty, it only does 733. But I wanted to try it. I think it's the best laser rifle that I have. So I just wanted to try it out. So that's another one we've got. So Metaclicks, you can pick which of those three you want to name, and then we will do it. Cripple Spock says, I started playing Polya again through NVIDIA. I'm so glad I can sign on to the email account I played the game with last time. When I was last on the Switch. There we go. Okay. And then Samuel's reached level 2. Samuel sent 48 chilies. Dang, 48. Samuel, you're just trying to get to the top of the gift list, right? Thank you, Samuel. Samuel reaches level 3. Puffington says, is Polya a PlayStation 2 game? And Metaclick says, here's what I will do. I'm going to let someone else choose. You pick the best name someone in chat gives, like a competition. Metaclicks, we could do it. If we're going to do that, though, why don't we go with the one I currently have on me? So for everyone in chat, which looks like about 20 plus viewers we've got. So we've got some on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. If you're in chat and you want to, we'll do a quick little competition to see who can name this rapid shielded Gauss rifle the best thing. So if anybody wants to try and name that, throw a name out in chat. It has to be a relatively okay-ish name in terms of naughtiness, because I don't want to get like YouTube or Twitch like all up in arms about stuff. But I mean, it can be a play on words, it could be something funny, it could be something wild. But if you have a name for this rapid shielded Gauss rifle, throw it out in chat and we'll go with the best one. Woo! Oh my goodness. Cripple Schlock says, yes, the game I'm talking about is on the Switch, PC, and Steam, Mr. Puffington. And then Puffington says, what kind of game is it? It's roleplay and build type of game. Oh, so that's fun. That's actually nice. FA says, say hello to my little friend. I mean, we got our first name option. There we go. Pod's here. Pod says, do the pump and dump. FA says, that's my name, pick. All right, we got two options there for that so far. I love both of them, actually. While you guys are working on names for this gun, I have to figure out how we're going to name this gun. Because we're on Misery Island. We just got here. And I need a weapon workbench in order to do this stuff. I don't know where I'm going to get a weapon workbench in here because I just got here. I don't think I can rename a gun here. But we gotta. Was there something in here? Is there any workbench in here? No? What about up top? I don't recall if I saw any workbenches in here when we arrived. Ooh, I'll take Radaway though, that's nice. Anything in here? No. Okay, what we might do is fly back. We might fly back to the Commonwealth and then fly right back here. so that we can actually get this thing named. And while I'm flying around, Bar Harbor? Commonwealth? Commonwealth. Let's try it. While we're traveling back to the Commonwealth, let's take a look and see what other names you've got for this. Puffington asks, is that game like Harvest Moon type? And Cripplespock says, you might want to check it out more about the game, Puffington. Lad says, charge and barge because it's an energy weapon. That's cool. Oh, that makes sense. Of course the plane would land at the Boston airport. And I haven't been to the Boston airport. So now I've unlocked the Boston airport. I should not have come back to the Commonwealth because I was not ready to unlock the airport yet. Okay, but that's all right. We're gonna skirt the edges of the airport because I believe that I have Nordhagen like right on the edge here somewhere, maybe? Yeah, right there. Oh. There we go. Okay, we've got a weapon workbench here. All right, let's see what other things you guys have tried to name this gun. Charge and barge is pretty good. De Hustler says, is this a new Fortnite update? Yes, this is exactly what Fortnite looks like now. This is it. This is the update for Fortnite. Absolutely. Cripplespock says, I have some chores to get done. Get them done! Mila says, the flight sound effect sounds like the one from Fallout 76. Who knows? Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know how this mod author did all the things they're doing. So, I mean, it could be, it's possible. And Cricket's here too. I'm going to buy from Cricket before we actually rename this gun. For anybody that's interested, we have a handful of gun names for the gun that I have now. We are renaming a gun for anybody that's interested. We are renaming the Rapid Shielded Gauss Rifle. And so far we have Say Hello to My Little Friend. That's one of the name options. Pump and Dump is another one of the options. And Charge and Barge is one of the options. So if anybody else wants to throw out an option, or if you want to vote for one of those three, let me know which one you like the most. Mila says, flight sounds like one from 76. Metaclick says, rank number 1 as Say Hello to Little Friend. Rank number 2 is Pump and Dump. Rank number 3 is Charge and Barge. Maybe you're just listing them out in order. Those are the options so far, yeah. If anybody wants to vote on one of those, go for it. And then in the meantime, I'm going to grab my... oh, what's that? Oh, you gave us likes. Thank you so much. And the top likes is working for TikTok as well. I'm so happy about it. Thank you so much. Okay. So we should be able to get into my charisma gear now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I pull back and look at my character, there she is. With a little Minuteman backpack. She looks so good. Alright, so that should bounce her charisma up. And then we will also... Hold on, let me see if I have a beer in here. I do. Okay, we're going to go nuts. Even though there's only one merchant here, we're going to go a little nuts. Grape mentats and beer and purified water. Okay. That should bump us up quite a bit right now. We should have a ridiculous charisma. If we look at our charisma, it should be absurd, right? 19. There we go. That's not too absurd, but it's great.
What? This place just
User
has
Metaclick says, vote on
All they want
prediction.
are pipe pistols and stupid ammo. Or is the maniac slobbering for a
Oh.
mini nuke, am I right?
You actually put a vote up, Metaclicks? Thank you so much.
Cricket,
So many guns and so little time. You just gotta buy them.
let's see what you have.
Oh, goody. Let's make mischief.
That's Ashley Birch voicing that character. I love it. All right. We've got a vote going, you guys. So it looks like you could vote on Twitch right now. If you're on YouTube or TikTok or Kick, you can also still vote. Just put what you think is the best one in the comments. That totally works. It's totally fine. All right, let's see here. I'm going to take all her 2mm. I'm going to take all her 556. I'm going to take all her 308. All her fusion cell. All her plasma. I'm going to take all her cores as well. Why not? We're not done yet. Let's see what else we've got. We'll take that army helmet. Gears, lead, silver, springs. I don't think I even need that stuff. I have magnifying glass next to some of them, though. You know what? We're going to take all of it. There we go. We took everything we could from this poor girl. She's now got tons and tons of caps. She took half my caps. But then we're going to get those caps back, I believe. Let's see here. Weapons. Sell off those pipe pistols that I did not even know I had and do not want. Undershirt and jeans can go. And... I don't think there's going to be anything down here that I want to sell off. Wait. There is something in miscellaneous. Let's do it by value, maybe? Sort by value. Okay. There we go. Pre-war money. She can have all the pre-war money. We get back a ton of our caps. Oh. And then I have a ton of old fusion cores. Let's get rid of all the old fusion cores.
The only way you get old in this job is assume everyone's out to kill you.
Really? Okay. I want to sell all the old fusion cores, but only if they're actually old. They need to have like 0% left. 2% left. There we go. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. That one still has 7. Maybe I shouldn't sell that one. Yeah, I'm going to keep the 7 for now. It needs to be drained a little bit more before I sell that off. That gets me a bunch of my money back as well. Okay. She's down to 1,400 caps. I don't think that I can get much more away from her. Not right now. I need to have more of my junk gear on me in order to get money back from her. So, I think that's probably good. King Trill. King Trill on TikTok says, what? How you change it to blue.
Well, they want our pipe pistols and stupid ammo. Of course, the maniac's slobbering from a mini nuke, am I right?
King Trill, are you talking about... You must be talking about the trade window, the trade screens, right? Like the interface, that it's blue? Is that what you're talking about, King Trill? You're talking about this thing where the interface is blue? Because, I mean, anybody can do that. That's not a mod or anything. That's just built right into settings. Just go to display. There you go, right here. HUD, opacity, color. You can set it to be anything you want. Like, I think if I put up red, it gets a little more purple. Pull down the green. There we go. Like, you could do any color you want. Just mess with the red, green, and blue. That's probably close to where I had it. Yeah? Something like that. Okay. That's King Trill. Pod has voted for 1, which is Say Hello to My Little Friend. Metaclicks gave us a vote on TikTok. FA says, King Trill, you can change it in the settings and display. Good, thank you, FA. Gambit says, Vault Boy Cartoon, Game Show, Quiz Rating Card, and much more. Find out what makes you special. Art says, Hey-o, how's the Wasteland treating you today? Art, it's treating me great. How's it treating you? Lad says, I like pump and dump or charge and barge. Lad likes the quick, snippy ones. Lad likes the quick ones. Metaclick says, we have a winner, or do we? We have to count YouTube and TikTok. I mean, on YouTube and TikTok, I don't see a lot of people in the comments saying one way or the other, right? Did anybody? I think we got everybody, right? I think mostly it was Twitch that did all this voting. Okay. Metaclicks. I can't see the vote results right now. Tell me what you got. Do you have a result actually? What's the decision? Lad says pump and dump. Metaclick says pump and dump was voted with well over 1,000 points. That's awesome. Lucian says, to be honest, I'm just watching, not typing. That sounds good. Hey, Pleberoni is here. Pleberoni says, aye. Welcome in, Pleberoni. Lad says, we gambled on it for real, LOL. If pump and dump is it, we're doing it right now then. Let's go. Rename. Pump and dump. Just like that. Great. Okay. I think we did it. Pump and dump is it. It's up and running. Let's exit out. And we definitely need to get me out of my charisma gear because I'm not going to wear power armor today. And if I stay in charisma gear, I'm just going to get toasted. Apparel. Agatha's got to go. Black Rim's got to go. Bandana's got to go. Dapper Gent has got to go. And then here we can put our regular stuff back on. Wait, army helmet is not, that's not what I want. Okay, we're going to dump Radstag and army helmet. And then I think we're good to go. We will head back to Misery Island and we will check it out. Anything else I could dump really quickly? No, but maybe some junk? Yeah, we'll dump the junk. And we'll dump the ammo. Except for the ammo we're using. Okay. Great. Okay, let's see here. Pump and Dump was what got the vote. Thank you so much, everybody, for voting. We've now got the gun called Pump and Dump. Lucian says, just watching. Pleberoni says, aye. Lad says, we gambled on it for real. Metaclick says, to be honest, I just threw a K into it. Oh, really? Okay, sure. I wouldn't know. Lad says, I didn't know you could put more than 10. Metaclick is laughing. Metaclick says, when the judge says more voted yes than no, we know that's not true. Okay. You know what? I should give you guys a settlement tour of this little settlement. There's almost nothing to it, but I should give you the tour if I could. Do I have... You know what? Let's put it here. Hold on. I'm going to put down a mortar, and we're going to clear the skies, and then we'll get back to Misery Island in a moment. I'm just going to take a hot moment here to... Come on, you were there. You got it. There you go. And then I think we can just drag this down to W. Weather change shell. Good. Clear it up for me, baby. Great. Oh, but it's 8 p.m., so it's not really going to get to be bright and shiny, but that's okay. All right, we'll give you an evening tour of the settlement. I have learned to make my settlements much smaller. If you guys remember, like 6 months ago when I was playing my other character called Murder, I made the settlement right out to the like edge of the I made the wall out to the edge of the settlement borders. It came like right along the road all the way down to the bridge. I was walling it off, but it was huge, and I couldn't do anything inside of the walled off area because the walls alone ate up my whole settlement budget. You know what I mean? Like the size limit. So I couldn't do anything inside of the settlement really. So this time we made it way smaller. So we have these lovely doors that you can come through, and we can close them up if we're getting attacked. And when you come inside, here is all the food that they're growing, and some barrels, some baskets, and this is the merchant area with Cricket, and that just gets a random merchant. And then we have all of our workbenches here. There's not much really to this little section here. It's pretty small. The only thing of note really, Nick, you're shoving me around. The only thing of note really is here we have the bar where everybody can hang out. And this includes the actual bar, but also the little cooking station. But then if you come up top, there's a little section for sleeping and a little section for some stores. We have the clinic with some medical stuff. We have clothing, and we have general. So that's what we've got going on. And it's a really small, tiny settlement. Like, there's not much here, and I haven't really tricked it out yet. But, you know, it's a little working settlement. It seems to be fine. And this little water thing here, that gives us like 25 water, something like that. It's kind of fun. All right, so let's save the game. Let's read some comments. And then let's get back to Misery Island. Metaclick says, I watched a video where the guy says for all yes, where the guy says all for yes, and the whole room says yes. And then he says all for no, and only one guy says no. And then he goes, no wins. Brandon motherfucking Giles says, how do you build stuff like that? Wait, Brandon, what do you mean? Metaclick says, wait, how did you get Cricket? Well, we'll do both how to use. So to get Cricket here, we installed this big red guy. I'll show you what this is. This is under resources, miscellaneous. There it is. So this is the trade caravan post, right? And the trade caravan post is a spot for Bunker Hill caravans to visit, which is all the wandering merchants. All wandering merchants will come to this red roofed area if you put one in your settlement. You get this item in your settlements if you complete all the quests that Bunker Hill gives you. If you complete all Bunker Hill quests, the reward is, hey, we're going to give you this merchant, this trade caravan post, and you can put it in all your settlements. And then the merchants show up. There's no mod for that. That's base game. Base game will do that. That's just anybody can get that. And then Brandon is saying, how do you build stuff like that? Brandon, on TikTok, what do you mean? Do you mean the walled part? Do you mean the little baby skyscraper we got going? Or do you mean what Metaclicks was talking about, like this little red trade caravan post? Or maybe you mean the water. Anyway, let me know what you're thinking of, Brandon, and I'll tell you about it. And let me see what else you guys are saying. Gesticulating Cephalopod says, it's like a ziggurat. Wait, do you think this looks like a ziggurat? Really? I mean, I guess so, with the stairs winding around the edges a little bit. Stephen Ray on TikTok says, Nordhagen Beach is cool. I gotta log in to Fallout. Yeah, do it. Do it. Lad says, what mod is the island and what are you doing on it? Lad, the mod is literally called Misery Island. It is technically a part 2. We did part 1 on the previous live stream. Part 1 is Boone Island, which is a little tiny baby mod. It gives you a private little island that you can go to. And it doesn't have a lot on it, but there is a story there. It's kind of a sad story, but you get the story and then you take over the island. You can make it a settlement. So we did that last time. That was the first thing the mod author did. Then he graduated up to something bigger and better. He calls it Misery Island. It's the new mod, and anybody can grab that. And he was saying that, like, all the things he learned while making Boone Island, he made better in Misery Island. Like it's a bigger, cooler mod. So we're going to do that today. And then let's see, what am I doing on that island? Well, I'm going to explore it first. Probably all today will be exploring, although apparently it can also be turned into a settlement. According to the mod author, we can turn it into a settlement too. But I'm probably not going to do any settlement today because I think it's going to take the whole stream just to explore it. I mean, I think we're like an hour into the stream and I'm not even there yet. You know what I mean? So it'll be a while. Mila says you only need to complete 2. Maybe you're right, Mila, but isn't that all? Like you get like one quest from Deb, and when you do the quest from Deb, she tells you talk to Kessler. You go to Kessler gives you 2, and then you're done. I think that's it, right? There aren't others. Maybe you can skip the Deb quest and go straight to Kessler. Is that what you're suggesting, Mila? Lad says Bunker Hill has always hated me for some reason. Oh, I'm sorry, Lad. Metaclick says, let me guess, do you need to go with Railroad to do Bunker Hill? I haven't gone with anybody yet. I haven't picked sides yet, so you definitely don't need to go with Railroad to do Bunker Hill. Mila says, 1 is from Deb, and then once you complete hers, she'll refer you to Kessler. Yeah, there we go, Mila. Although Kessler gives you 2. Or Deb gives you 2. Somebody gives you 2. Anyway, Lad says, yeah, I think that's why they also hate me.
Zankt has arrived.
Zankt is here. The man has arrived. Zankt, cheers to you. Welcome in. Hope you're doing great, Zankt. Nice to have you here. Let me see here. Mila says you can get Deb's quest to clear the training yard at any level. Then she refers you to Kessler. Mila says, yep. Metaclick says, then I'm fucked. Mila says, no, you do Deb, then Kessler. You do have to do them in order. Okay. FA says, I think the guy left the room. He's not responding. Yeah, and since he's not responding, I'm not going to bother to go into details about a bunch of stuff because I only want to bother going into the details if he's actually here to listen to it. Zank says, what's up, old man Fallout? Hey, Zank, I hope you're doing great. And how are you? Everything's going good here, by the way. I am goofing off for a couple hours, having fun. Zank, you just got off work, huh? Mila says, I only do the Deb and Kessler quests. I don't do any others. Right, that's all I'm doing too. There aren't others, I don't think. Oh, no, wait, there's the rescue the Minuteman guy with the merchants whose names I'm now forgetting. But yeah, you're right. There are others. Yeah, you don't have to do the other ones. Lad says, I forget who they hate if you help them before you help Bunker Hill. It'll mess everything up. Metaclick says, why do the Fallout characters in my game have pixels or something like that? Even more in the fog. Oh yeah, fog definitely lowers the render quality of characters. That's for sure. You're in an ad break. Zankt, you're on YouTube and you don't have an ad break, so let's talk to you. You just said, I'm taking a break from watching the Eagles kick Dallas's ass. It's halftime. I thought I'd come by to say hey. Thank you so much, Zankt. I just realized it's not a work day. You didn't just get off of work. You're just hanging out. But I'm glad you're here, Zankt. Thanks for hanging out. Metaclick says, is there a fix? Not really, Metaclicks, because that's just how they implemented fog. I suppose you could try to find another system that does fog, like a fog replacer. That could be a thing. Or the other option would be to do what I do, and just get all the weather fireworks and just shoot off weather fireworks to make fog go away.
Excuse me. Military business only.
Okay, where's my little plane? Where is the little plane? Lily, I really hope that's not you making that noise. I really hope that's your mom. It is! Oh, thank goodness. I was like, I am streaming. I was like, what? Anyway, Zankt is here. Say hi to Zankt. There we go. There she is on stream. Okay. Anyway, hi, how are you? I'm good. What's up? Okay, good. Well, make yourself comfy. I'm gonna stream for a little bit. Yeah. I don't know, a little while. I'm gonna get through this mod called Misery Island. Hopefully it isn't miserable. Hopefully it's very fun. We'll see. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Maybe we'll do dinner, late dinner? Yeah? Alright, good. Oh, there's a kitty cat here. Hi, lady. Alright, I'm gonna stream a little bit, and then we'll do stuff. Ooh! Oh, wait. Zank is saying gossip for you. Zank says, hey, here's some gossip you can share with Shadow. I just picked up my boy from college. You know the boy I mean. His new...
Supposed to be 9.
Yeah, I know, he is supposed to be 9. I picked up my boy from college. You know the one I mean. His new girlfriend is a gamer, and they met playing D&D. That's so awesome. Yeah, that's what he said. He says, how cute. Look at that. That's so great. Pod says, wait, is that Shadow? Hello, Shadow. Metaclick says, hey, Shadow. There we go. That's so nice. All right, gang. Let's see if we can find my helicopter. Helicopter? It was not a helicopter. What was it? It was a little charter plane, and I don't know where it is. I feel like it was right here. Am I going crazy? Wasn't the plane right here? Did it disappear on me? I don't know where it is. Let's take a look on the map and see if it's marked. It's totally not marked. Oh, I wonder if it's... It couldn't be out here, could it? It's not like out... It's not like out there, is it? Can't fast travel to it. Dang. How am I gonna get back to Misery Island? Mila says you were near a fence, more towards the airport maybe. Yeah. Alright, let's do this. We're just gonna run it. We're gonna run the length of this water and see if the plane just shows up along the edges somewhere. And we'll work our way back. Let's see, where? Yep, there it is. Thank you, gang. Took me a minute to find it, but we got it. Great. Travel to Misery Island. Let's go! Okay. I'm gonna get myself back all situated. It's time. Let's see here. Mila says, yeah, that's it. You were going more toward the airport. Metaclick says, is it just me? Or we just wear robes most of the time if you're home. I'm thinking of even wearing mine on stream. A robed Metaclicks on stream? Ooh. Ooh, my. What is with all the Institute spies? Why are there so many? Better run. Dang. Okay. All right, let's see here. So what were we doing? We were at Misery Island, and we're back. We are back. With only my box. I don't know what happened to Heather and Nick. We'll see if they show up in a moment here. And we're going to need a bed. If it's going to be all late at night like this. Oh. We'll take a quantum and a cherry. Thank you so much. Okay, so we just got onto the island. That first building there, we kind of already explored on the last stream, but there isn't much to explore because it's closed off. This building we explored, but there isn't anything there. We went down here to the far end, and there wasn't much to explore down here either, because there's no beds in any of these, I don't think. Yeah, we already got the toolbox. And... okay. Great. And great. Oh, let me in. Yeah, nothing in here. Okay.
At Vegas, Trina has arrived.
Vegas is here. Welcome in, Vegas. It's so nice to have you. I hope you're doing great today. Vegas, we are on a modded area called Misery Island, which apparently is modeled after a real island that is near Far Harbor in the real world. And we're just checking it out right now. And so far, we haven't seen much of anything. What does that say? Lobster roll? Okay, cool. Let's save. Oh, and I'm sick, it says. I'm sick. What did I do wrong? Periodic damage. Let's end that. Okay. Great. No longer sick. Love antibiotics. Saved the game. Let's explore this building. See what this is. Got some kegs here. That's interesting. I don't recall seeing this keg model in Far Harbor or the Commonwealth. Is this mod author putting new... Ah. Is the mod author putting new stuff into the game? No, 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 no. No, not the shell. Sure, that. Yeah. Super nice. Take all that Mirelurk meat. Oh, we got a bunch of comments. Let's see, let's see. FA and FO says, wait for daylight. Huffington says, Misery Island sounds miserable. Metaclick says, I'm young, but not too young. Better not keep talking to me like that.
Keep your distance.
I don't know what somebody said or if it was me, but whatever. Vegas says, Old Man Fallout, how are you and the rest of the viewers doing today? Yeah, how is everybody today? It seems like it's a great day to me. It's a weekend. I'm happy. I'm having a good time. I hope you guys are too. I'm going to stream for a bunch of hours, and then I'm going to go get dinner with my girlfriend, and I'm feeling excited about it. I think this is going to be a great day. Hope you guys are doing well too. And then the Enclave says, how did you get sick now? The Enclave, I probably got sick just from getting in the water. You know, each time you jump into the water, you get a chance for sickness. I'm playing survival mode, right? Survival mode gives you sicknesses. So, each time you go in the water, you get a chance for sickness, and I obviously got it. But that's fine. We turned it off. That's the Enclave. Zank says, be back later. Have fun shooting stuff. Thank you, Zank. All right. Have fun watching the football game. Vegas says, I'm doing great today. Thank you very much. Misery Island, huh? I wonder if certain things happen during certain in-game hours, like scary or something. I don't know. I don't know. So far, it's just a cool place to wander. Oh, we found a gift shop? Okay, sure. I think we're going to drain the gift shop of all of its loot. Is this the gift shop? Can we get inside of it? Oh, we can. Wow, this module author is making custom signage and everything for this game. I love it. And it looks good, too. Metaclick says, I want a torta. I don't know what a torta is.
Look at what the tide drags in. Ain't every day a mainlander strolls through that door. Most don't last long round here. This island's got a way of chewing folks up and spitting out what's left. But where are my manners? Make yourself at home. You need supplies. I've got some odds and ends might suit you.
What? I didn't expect people. Okay, here we go. Give me tips about the island.
Got any tips about the island?
Keep your eyes open. Misery Island don't take kindly to the careless. You look like you can handle yourself, though. Interested in lending a hand, or just here to trade?
Oh, let's lend a hand.
What exactly do you need help with?
Couple days back, a small group came through here. Said some fella in the Commonwealth hired them. Got them scouring the island for something. They needed a place to rest for the night, so I gave them a few spots to check. Thing is, I ain't heard a word since. Now they look tough, but I know what this island can do to folks. Think you could take a look around? I got an inkling of where they might be headed. Just want to be sure they're still breathing.
Cool. I want to do anything else I should know.
Is there
I might
anything
fail it,
else
but
I
I'll
should
try.
know?
You're all caught up
failed.
as far as I reckon. So, what do you say? Can you go check on those travelers? Make sure they made it through all right?
I suppose I could take a look.
Much obliged. I've marked a few spots I think they might turn up. Stop by later if you need to restock.
Always another case to close.
Look at this with Nick Valentine chiming in on modded content. Go for it, Nick. Okay. Wait, this guy has got this shop and it looks like this? It's in such disrepair. It's a mess. What? He's just standing in like garbage central? That doesn't make sense to me. And it's stealing if I take the garbage can? All this is marked for stealing? His shop is like terrible. He's got a kitty though. Kitty named House Cat.
You can probably put the gun away. I think we're safe here.
Dang, look at Nick going off in this little modded area. He's saying context appropriate stuff and everything. This is so cool. Did the guy go upstairs? He did. He's sleeping. There's a barometer in the game now. Okay. Wait, this is exciting. This is not red. Everything else is red, but this is not. We're doing it and we're going to hope we don't get in trouble. Them. One.
I'm in.
There we go. Let me read your comments before I read these posts. Let's see here. The Enclave says, yeah, don't go there unless you have a therapist. Talking about Misery Island. Thank you, The Enclave. The Real Sir Puffington says, winning day. Puffington says, a torta could be many things. The Enclave says, Misery Island makes me so miserable, I need a therapist. There we go. Vegas says, Nick even gave a like to your comment too. Wow. It's kind of cool. This mod author gets better and better every time. I really love it. I think this is his latest one. Misery Island, I think, literally came out like a week ago, maybe 10 days ago, 9 days ago. It's brand new. He's been working on it for a long time. I'm really excited about it. The Enclave has a point balance of 934. Oh, dang, The Enclave. You've been watching for a little bit. The Enclave says, what can I do with points? You're on YouTube? Here we go. Jarvis, show commands. Okay, so there you go. The Enclave, if you look on this list, anything that says YouTube, that's for you. So, exclamation point Discord will get you a Discord invite. You don't need any points for that. That's just a freebie. Down at the bottom, it says YouTube only. You can do text to speech, but the really useful ones down at the bottom are the exclamation point points and exclamation point info. Those two things will give you like overviews of all the things you can do. So those two are like pretty useful for that. That should show you a lot of things you can spend on your points. Let's see. That's the Enclave talking about points. Pod says, what's a torta? Is it good? And the Enclave says, yeah, is it edible? Yeah, I want to know, Metaclicks. You started talking about a torta and then you vanished. You're not posting anymore. He's teasing us. Metaclick says, torta's really good. That doesn't say what it is. Metaclicks. blue balling my entire chat. How dare you? How dare you? Metaclick says, it's like a Mexican sandwich if I had to explain it. And then Lad says, torta as the food or the slang? I guess Mexican sandwich is what it is. There we go. All right, let's take a look at this. We've been talking with someone named J.B. Henderson. He's given us a quest to go find some people. And we have 2 journal entries when we broke into his computer. First entry. Haven't had a paying customer in hell. Must be 3 months now. Last one bought a cracked globe and a tin of cram. Said he was buying memories.
Has arrived.
G Honey B is here. Welcome in. G Honey B says, old man, meta lad, hello. Welcome in, G Honey B. G Honey B says, I'm in a bit before I go to work. That's so nice. Thank you so much. The Enclave says, I searched it up. Torta is a Mexican sandwich. There we go. Lad says, guys, my Frenchie just ate the door. I don't even know why he's crazy for real. And then the Enclave says, and overweight women? Wait, a torta is a sandwich or a woman? It's one of the two. Is that real? Metaclick says, see, I told you. Metaclick says, I like both. Pod says gordita. It means overweight girl. Does it really? No. I mean, I defer to you guys. You guys know what you're talking about. I don't. Warlord of Gondor on TikTok is here and says, hello. Welcome in, Warlord of Gondor. I hope you're doing great today. Puffington says, a torta could also be cake or girl parts. I mean, cake is a girl part, kinda. So very nice. Metaclick says, I love both. That's all I know. And then Twitch is holding a post. I'll let Metaclicks figure that one out. And Warlord of Gondor says, I'm doing good, thank you. Awesome, I'm so happy. G Honey B says, so Taco Bell is selling overweight girl crunches? I mean, apparently, according to the gang here, that's what the translation is.
Warlord of Gondor on TikTok.
All right, Warlord, you got some fireworks on screen for yourself. That was so nice. Thanks for being here, Warlord. Lad says, torta is slang for fat lady, used mostly as torta pounder, aka a guy who pounds fat ladies, typically of Latino descent. Wait, what? That's what a torta is? I mean, I'm sure you're right. That's wild. Pod says, replying to G Honey B saying, is Taco Bell selling overweight girl crunchies? And Pod says, this is correct, yes. So sincere. Yes, yes. Metaclick says, yep, Lad and I love the food and that. And then Lad says, or a Mexican sandwich that is really yummy. The Enclave says, huh. Yeah, huh. I agree. All right, let's read some of this terminal and see what's happening. Haven't had a paying customer in a long time. Person bought cram, said they were buying memories. Don't even know what kind of memories you get from a dented tin of pork, but I took her caps anyway. Gift shop looks emptier these days. Shelves used to be lined with postcards, keychains, little wooden carvings of gulls. I used to dust them every week, back when there was someone to dust them for, but now the dust just keeps me company. The weather's been wild again. Big storm rolled in from the south last night, and waves hit the pier hard, even hard enough that I thought the whole damn thing might just pack up and float away. I sat by the window and watched it for hours, and I didn't sleep much anyway. I never have, since, well, never mind. I saw a gull this morning sitting on the railing, just staring at me like it was expecting something. Tossed it a cracker from the back shelf. Thing just flew off without so much as a squawk. I guess even the birds out here are too proud for charity. I might take a stroll a little later and let's see what sort of havoc local wildlife's been raising this time. Last week it was crows tearing into my drying rack. Week before that, a pack of mongrels a pack of mongrels rooting through the trash like they owned the place. Out here, you don't need a calendar. You just mark time by what critter has made a mess of things lately. I'm going to go right back into that post because there's something interesting there. For anybody who was watching the last live stream, you might remember there was kind of a cool moment. We were on Boone Island, which is the mod this guy made before this one. It's his previous mod. And on Boone Island, we went into build mode to try to scrap all the buildings and clear off the island so maybe we could build something there. And instead what happened is, instead of letting me scrap it, it let me rebuild it. And so these like dilapidated, ruined old barns became like perfect. They looked brand new. And my guess is same author. And so what he's saying here in the terminal entry is the gift shop looks emptier these days. The shelves used to be lined with postcards, keychains, little wooden carvings of gulls. He's saying that this place used to be really like kind of nice looking, and it's not anymore, as we obviously saw. My guess, you guys, knowing this mod author, is that part of the story here is that we resuscitate the island and potentially his shop will transform into something new looking, just like his buildings on his previous island. I could be wrong. But I'm kind of getting the vibe. Puffington says, this one word has many meanings. Yes, it does. Metaclick says, you could go for the combo. Oh, I can't even say that one out loud. Okay. Jenny V says, the terminal entry is making me cry. I think we're going to get a chance to fix things, though, G Honey B. I think it's going to be good. G Honey B says, please rebuild this island. Absolutely, we're gonna. I think that's going to be kind of the... I think that's going to be the story. I could be wrong. The Enclave says, is Boone in it? Boone? Boone isn't in the Torta we're talking about, at least not that I know of. And Boone isn't here in this game that we're playing. I don't know what you're thinking of, the Enclave. 3D Art Studios says, repair mechanic would be great for Fallout going forward. I agree. I'm really loving it. I think it's great. The Enclave, who is asking about Boone, says, is it? Is it an island colonized by a bunch of boonies? I don't know. And then the chat goes off on booms. Okay. Jenny B. Boomer? I hardly knew her. The Enclave says, from New Vegas. I know where Boone is from, but I know he's not in what we're looking at now. Okay, let's do the next one here. This is Unannounced Company. Had a group of tired-looking folks wash up here today, figuratively, not literally, though from the state of their boots, you'd think they swam the last half mile. They said some fella back in the Commonwealth sent them, though they kept quiet on what exactly they were here to find. They just gave me that look that people get when they're holding back more than they're saying. Interesting. They'd clearly been through hell getting here. They had wind-burned faces, eyes darting around. First thing they asked was if I knew somewhere safe to sleep. I told them there's a few spots that'll keep you mostly dry and out of sight. Crooked Hill is fine when the rats aren't running wild. And the cabins can be comfortable if you're lucky and it's hibernating season. Or even Gable's Grove if they're fine with sand in their socks. I suggested they keep a low profile too. Misery Island is not exactly a welcoming committee kind of place these days. Didn't stick around long. They just took my advice, nodded thanks, and disappeared down the path. I've got a feeling I'll either never see them again, or I'll hear the trouble they stirred up before I do. Or I'll hear the trouble they stirred up before I do? Oh, or I'll hear their trouble before I see their trouble. Okay, got it. Okay, that makes sense.
If you need me to take a... Oh, you got it.
I did get it, Nick. Thank you so much. Okay. So, this is great. Let's get out into the open. Let me see what you guys are saying, and we're going to start following up on these leads. Let's see here. There is a mod for the base game that lets you repair buildings and the bridge next to Sanctuary. That's from Confused Santa. Thank you, Confused Santa. Should I be...
And now I'm
should I be putting on my Santa hat again? Is that what we're doing? I think we probably have... Heather in the game is currently wearing a Santa hat, wherever she ended up. There she is. So we have her in a Santa hat. We'll go with her for now. Cleberoni says, man, I just spent like the last 4 hours trying to get Fallout 3 to work with mods. I'm exhausted. I know the feeling. Metaclick says, brother from another mother. At least I hope so. My mom was... Wait, what? Metaclicks? I'm going to read that out loud. The Enclave says Craig Boone then retired, the retired NCR sniper who's a companion in New Vegas. Yes. Metaclick says, you have like 100 mods on Discord. Do you recommend that I get all of them? No, Metaclicks, for anybody who's wondering, Metaclicks is not talking about moderators. He's talking about modifications. He's talking about mods to the game. And on my Discord server, I have a section just for what mods I'm running right now in Fallout 4. And, I mean, we're looking at 3 of the mods right now, the box, Heather, and the Santa hat. In fact, let me save. There we go. Okay, good. So the question is, do you need to have all the mods that I've listed out? No, you don't. I would cherry pick them. I would go through, I described every single one. I gave each one individual love. I gave each one like a descriptive sentence so you know what the mod does and whether you would want it or not. I would go through and cherry pick. The big issue for me, and you guys will find the same thing, is the mods combine badly sometimes. Not all the time, but you have to really curate your list, you know? Like, if you are not careful, you can get 2 mods that conflict, and then what happens is your game just crashes out. And all the mods I've listed are great for my game, and my game has been rolled back. It's doing the pre-next gen version. So I don't have Anniversary Edition. I don't have Next Gen Update. I'm right before that moment. So all my mods are set for that version of the game. It's possible any of you running Next Gen version, any of you running the Anniversary Edition, it's possible the mods I've got listed just won't be nice to you. So I think you really need to test. Like, install a mod, start the game up. If it looks good, then go to the next mod and just keep going. The Enclave says, who is the best companion in Fallout 4? Well, that one's easy for me to say because she's right in front of me here. It's Heather.
Hey, what's up?
I really like Heather. I think she's kind of cool. However, Heather's a mod, and so I got to open it up to the audience. So if anybody wants to chime in, if you're on chat, you have 11 on YouTube, 25 on Twitch, 0 on Kick, and an unknown number on TikTok. Wait, did TikTok disappear? Did we lose TikTok comments? Hold on, TikTokers. All of a sudden, I don't see you anymore. What happened to you guys? Are you okay? Let me just check your, thing here. Where are you? TikTok is gone. What happened? TikTok, what did I miss from you guys? FA says, no, I'm still here. You are, but you're... FA, if you notice, you said I'm still here and it didn't show up. The Enclave says, I got to go. Go for it, the Enclave. Real Sir Puffington says, best companion is the Jet. Thank you, Sir Puffington. FA and FO, you wrote, no, I'm still here, but it didn't show up in the chat that we do. So something is wrong. Let me do a test. Does that show up? Okay. All right. I think I got you back then. All right. I just had to reset you. FA says it must be on your end. It's absolutely on my end, but we got it fixed. You're showing up now, right? Yeah, you're in there now. Okay. All right. We got it. All right. Before I jump back into the game, I now just want to double check and make sure I didn't miss any comments from you guys. Let me just look. Did something happen on TikTok that I missed? Let's see. Warlord of Gondor says, hello there. I'm good. Thank you. FA says, I'm still here. It must be on your end. Good. Okay. We're all caught up to the comments on TikTok, and it looks like we got TikTok back displaying on the overview. So I think everything's great. So let's scroll back down. I like Deacon, says Vegas. I may be the only person. Deacon is a vibe, so I'll give you that, Vegas. Deacon is interesting. Having said that, he's definitely not my number one choice, but I think he's probably going to be the choice of a bunch of people. Metaclicks and Confused Santa and Gianni B all do Santa emotes because we were talking about Santa Claus. Excellent. And then the Enclave says, I got to go with Nick. I forget his name because I haven't been playing in a little while, but the Brotherhood guy. Dance. You're thinking of Dance. Yes, Dance. Metaclick says, I tried to look for the frames per second one, but it didn't come up. Not only that, my Fallout doesn't have a mod section. Metaclick says, I vote for Kate. Everyone knows that I love her, though. Yeah, Kate is amazing. Metaclicks, I don't know what it is when you're talking about you're looking for the frames per second one, but it didn't come up. Not only that, my Fallout doesn't have a mod section. I don't know what that means. I mean, if you're talking about built into the game, there should be a mod section there called Creations, right? I think that's what they call it now. They call it Creations now. Otherwise, you know what I do is I just use Vortex and Nexus mods. I do all my modding independent of the game. It's outside of the game. I use a separate program and everything. So I use Vortex and then I go to Nexus mods. Nexus knows about Vortex. So I pick all my mods on Nexus and then I tell Nexus, dump these into Vortex, and then they all show up in Vortex, and Vortex mods the game for me. Okay. The Real Sir Puffington says the best companion is the Jet. Right. The Enclave says, got to go. We got that. I tested. FA says, it must be on your end. We got that. Confused Santa says, I am doing a melee only Jet Junk run. But wait, how can it be if you're doing the junk? Oh, Jet Junkie. You're not doing the junk jet gun. You are a jet junkie who's doing tons of jet while fighting. That makes sense. I got you, Confused Santa. Thank you. Gianni B says, no, I don't like Deacon. Lad says, I love all my game boyfriends. Hancock is my husband, though. I love all my game boyfriends, but Hancock is my husband, though. There we go. Okay. I mean, Hancock, especially for Confused Santa, who's doing a jet junkie run, Hancock would love that stuff. You know what I mean? He'd be like, let's fire up all the chems, everything. Okay. Let's get back into the game. I think I'm catching up to your comments now. Gianni B says, I vote for Nick Valentine. Mila says, I don't use companions. This goes back to when I first started playing Skyrim and there was Lydia. I vowed to never ever use one unless I was forced to. Well, there you go. Johnny B says, I'm sworn to carry your burdens. Bod says, did nobody mention Curie? She's my favorite. She is very cute. And in fact, that might be a mission we could do either this stream or next, because I still have not turned Curie into a person. She's still a robot in my game. I'm level 104 and Curie is still a robot because we just haven't paid attention to her. Metaclick says it has a creation section, but not a mod section. But Metaclicks, I think they rolled mods into creations. Like paid or unpaid doesn't matter. All mods are called creations if you're using the built-in system now, I think. Guys, tell me if I'm wrong. Isn't that true? Like you used to be able to do mods as like mods, but now everything got rolled into creations, and it's just some creations are free and some creations are paid. But technically that's modding. Am I right? Lad says you can use Vortex for mods if it has it. Yeah. Mila says, yes, I burdened her on the side of a mountain. Oh no. Oh no, Mila. Jenny B's laughing about it. Metaclick says, how does Vortex get them onto the game? Well, it just messes with the game directory. It just starts dumping apps and executables into the game directory, and then they get executed. Let's see here. Mila's laughing. Karsten on YouTube says, do you have any good Brotherhood of Steel mods? No, I don't really have any good Brotherhood of Steel mods because I'm not really like a Brotherhood of Steel dude. This is going to be a Minuteman playthrough. I've also done Railroad playthroughs and Brotherhood of Steel playthroughs, but I think I only did 2 Brotherhood of Steel playthroughs out of 18 playthroughs. So I'm not like big for that. But well, we could throw it out to the chat. If anybody has any really cool Brotherhood of Steel mods they want to talk about, please do in chat. Metaclick says the junk gun would basically be melee if you were throwing them. Kind of. Yeah. Lad says, I feel like everyone sleeps on McGreedy. I really don't like McCready, but you know, if people love him, they love him. Johnny B says, don't forget to make Yao Guai roast. That's talking about the Jet Junkie run. Because it reduces damage. Is that what you're thinking of, Johnny B? No, that's Yao Guai ribs. What does the roast do? Lego Master says, dog meat's my companion. There we go. Johnny B says, that's definitely a mood. Confused Santa says, for sure, but I haven't found one yet. Let me scroll back. What was that? Melee Jet Junkie Run. Okay, there we go. Mila says, mods and creations are now in one menu, and it is confusing. Yes. Lego says, dog meat is the GOAT. Yes. 3D Art Studio says, I'm stuck with Ada because of the good weapon mods at higher levels. Yeah, she's really good. She's a murder machine if you configure her correctly. Dog meat being the GOAT, G Honey B says, if he'd just stay out of my way, then yeah. Although I really like, one of the things I like, Mila, is that dog meat, especially with ghouls, dog meat will pull their legs out from under them and knock them onto the ground. Makes them easier to take them out. I love that when dog meat does that. It's really great. Let's see here. Metaclick says, is Vortex trustworthy? Yeah. Millions of people are using Vortex. It's totally fine. G Honey B says, okay, I got to go to work. I will see you. Have a great stream. G Honey B, have a great time at work. I mean, if you can. Anyway, thanks for being here, G Honey B. Mila says, yes, Vortex is trustworthy. It's part of Nexus mods. Absolutely. Lad says, to the guy on YouTube, Oxhorn has videos on the Brotherhood mods, and there are some really cool ones. Thank you so much, Lad. The person on YouTube who was asking that is Karsten. So that's for Karsten. Definitely check out Oxhorn on YouTube. Confused Santa says to Metaclicks while looking at Vortex, I certainly hope it's trustworthy. That sounds like Confused Santa's been using it quite a bit. Yeah. Todd says, once again, Strong left out in the cold. I know. Strong is just getting it. Strong, people don't like Strong because he hates a lot of the things that are normal for you to do in the game. I don't mind Strong because for everything that he hates that you do, he likes so many other things that I always win with him. You know what I mean? Like, I always have a positive reputation with him. Even if he hates stuff I do, it doesn't matter because he likes everything else. All you really have to do is go out and shoot some bad guys and he's happy. Vegas says, I forget the name, but if I was to get a Brotherhood of Steel mod, it would be the one where you can do a quest and then recruit Scribe Halen. Oh, that sounds awesome. Vegas, I would love that mod. And is there one where you can kill Reese without repercussions? Because I would love that too. Lad says, yes, but you should have your firewall up just to be sure. Talking about is Vortex trustworthy? Pleberoni says, I feel so accomplished after getting all these mods to work. I mean, you should. There's a lot of people who just give up. Like, it is actively hard. G Honey B responding. Oh my goodness, I can't speak. G Honey B is replying to Cephalopod and says, I love Strong, but his story doesn't go anywhere. I wish you could take the FEV or have Virgil make another experiment to give to Strong. Oh, that would be so great. Or even just find some kind of milk you could give him and be like, here's the solution you've been looking for. You know what I mean? Like, something needs to conclude with that boy, and nothing does. Metaclick says, good point, lad. FA says, dog meat will let you know where items are by barking. Yeah, that's true too, actually. It's really good. In fact, he helped me to find a bunch of stuff in the open areas, like Sanctuary and Concord. I was just wandering around in those areas, and he kept barking at a bunch of places I didn't even know had stuff. It was really great. Karsten says, thank you for the info. Excellent, excellent. Confused Santa says, I have over 800 mods from a collection. So Metaclicks, that's another thing that's interesting about Vortex and Nexus mods, is they do this thing called collections, and some module authors hate it because you have to leave your mod up even if you're like, I'm quitting the mod business. Like, once you put a mod up on Nexus, they need to have an archived version of your mod because they do this thing called collections. Collections are where someone can curate like a custom list of mods. So it isn't just one mod you're getting 100. or 1,000 or whatever. And they're all mods that the person has certified, like they work together really nicely. So you get like theme packs or something, you know what I mean? Like all these mods will work to make your Fallout look better. All these mods will work to make your Fallout have 20 different new areas or whatever. Anyway, it looks like Confused Santa's got 800 from one collection. That's crazy. Mila says, yes, please, I mod to unalive Reese. Wait, Mila, please name that mod. If you literally have a mod that will let you kill Reese, I would like to know about it because I would definitely do that. In fact, that's so compelling to me. That might make me do a Brotherhood of Steel playthrough, because once he's gone, I'm fine with the Brotherhood of Steel. I just hate that dude so much. Pod says, in response to G Honey B talking about Strong, Pod says, just rob him of his core identity. I could never. Well, I mean, Pod, I think she was giving you many, many options, and one of them was you turn yourself into a super mutant so that you can be a super mutant with Strong. I mean, I think that's interesting. Oh, and then that's literally what she writes. She says, yes, just take the FEV yourself. Vegas says Strong doesn't want to be cured. Yeah. Pod says, for real though, that would be awesome if you could take the FEV yourself. It'd be like being a werewolf in Skyrim, except it'd be a one-time deal. Yes. G Honey B says exactly right. G Honey B says, okay, I'm off to work. I'll see you guys. Thank you, G Honey B. Oh, G Honey B, we kept you. You were going to leave like 5 minutes ago, and we just kept talking, and we lured you into more talking. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's good. You know the chat is good when G Honey B is like, I got to go to work. No, I still got to go to work. No, I still got to go to work. Click says, I think we might need to set up a 3-minute timer to be able to chat. Mila says, oh no, there was a typo and I didn't realize it until you said it. I meant a mod to unalive Reese. Oh, wait. Let me go back to your comment. You said, I read out that you said I mod to unalive Reese. But you're saying, no, you want a mod to unalive Reese. Ah, dang, I was hoping it was there. Ugh. I mean, I think it's definitely doable, right? All you need is to mark him non-essential and change his faction from Brotherhood of Steel to nothing. If you change his faction to nothing and you make him non-essential, then all of a sudden he's killable and nobody cares. So that would be interesting. A mod could do it. Strum says, I almost had a heart attack earlier. Wait, Strum, why? From something we did? Strum, I'm scrolling back in the chat. I don't know what you said that would have been a heart attack or what we said, but okay. Pod says goodbye to G Honey B. G Honey B says byes. Lucian says, is VATS cast on Spotify? Not yet, Lucian. Right now it's only on YouTube. It will come to Spotify. One of the things that we're working on, Timmy, by the way, you guys, for those of you that don't know, hold on, let me see if I can show you guys this. So I'm in a podcast or a vodcast, and it's called VATS Cast. There's a picture of the VATS Cast. That's Timmy T on the left, me on the right, and Granny VATS in the middle there. And we do the VATS Cast as a podcast on YouTube, and we only have 2 episodes out. We are filming our 3rd episode, supposed to be, gosh, oh no, is it supposed to be today? Oh my goodness, am I supposed to be filming right now? Hold on a second, guys. Let me check something. Am I supposed to be filming? Let me take a look. Hold on one second, gang. All right, let's see. Okay. Great. No, it's next Saturday. Okay, good. That's after Thanksgiving. Great. Okay, I did get the day wrong. Wow, you guys were about to see me have a panic attack right in the middle of the live stream. That would have made for good video, though. See old man Paulo go, ah! Okay, but anyway, let me see here. Let's turn off the podcast screen. Anyway, okay, so the Saturday after Thanksgiving, we are supposed to film the next episode of VATS Cast with Timmy T and Granny VATS. And what's important about it is we're working on getting it to be like audio only friendly, because right now episodes 1 and 2 we're heavily relying on the visuals. We were putting up all sorts of visuals with it, and so we want to start working on making it a little bit better for audio. So it's coming, but it's not quite there yet. Okay, so let's see here. Let's catch up to all the chat. Let's see what else we've got here. Solution says, is Vatcast on Spotify? We got that. FA says, Strum, please explain. Was this in real life? Yeah, Strum was saying that he was freaking out. What was that about? Strum says, no. My game of Fallout 4 crashed. I thought all my saves were erased. Oh my God. Yeah, that would freak me out. Yeah, that would be really bad. Mila says, I'm not a Brotherhood of Steel fan. Yeah, you and me both. Confused Santa says, there is a mod to unalive all companions, but if you unalive Nick, the game just ends. I mean, that makes sense. Vegas says, there is one mod which is called Kill Knight Reese, but I'm not sure how good it is. Oh, I'm going to look at that after the game. Thank you so much. FA says, it was not a crash, it's a feature. Did you say that earlier when my game crashed too? I don't remember. I think you might have. Somebody did. Metaclick says, I mean this with all love, but we need better thumbnails. Oh, you mean for Vatscast? I'm down for better thumbnails. I mean, I don't know if Timmy T's down for it. Timmy T's in charge of it, so if he likes a better thumbnail, he'd take it. But if he doesn't, he wouldn't. But you could approach him about it. Mila says, I would want a mod to unalive Reese and the brat Maxon. He's only 20, so he's still a kid. I know. They play him off like he's 30 or 35, but the dude's 20. It's ridiculous. 3D Art Studio says, I want the mod that puts Reese and Marcy in a room with a rubber chicken so that they can gripe forever. 3D Art Studio, that's the best. Get them locked away in a room somewhere. That's awesome. Maybe it will cheer up June when his miserable companion is off away from him and she's not being miserable to his face. Pod says, about the thumbnails, it says, I recommend in new thumbnails you all wield swords. I mean, we could try. I do own the swords. We could. Strum says, to FA says, I thought I lost hours in a few days worth of gameplay just because of a crash. Yeah. I mean, I would lose way more than that. Jarvis camera left. Jarvis show info. There you go, guys. If you look at my Fallout 4 on that little info screen that I just put up on the right side of the screen, I have 6,000 hours. That's not counting this new character. I made this little chart like 2, 3, 4 months ago. This character, I think, has another 250 hours that we've been live streaming her. So what does that put me up to then? About 6,500 hours I've put into Fallout 4, maybe? So it's absolutely ridiculous. If I lost all my saves, like that's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot I would be losing. I would be extremely distraught. I probably should back that up now that I think about it. That's probably not smart. Anyway, let's see here. Metaclick says, Pod, I'm not in it, but I'm definitely a watcher of it. And then Pod says, oh, I was on reply mode. My bad. Okay, good. We cleared that up. Then Confused Santa says, make a mod where Reese actually chooses to chase after Halen. Yeah. Metaclick says, I'm not saying I'm a master of thumbnails, and to be fair, I'm far off, but it just does not grab my attention when looking at it. Yeah, I mean, we're all such beginners, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm starting to get a hang on live streaming, but podcasting is a new beast, so we're all just starting on that. Metaclick says, wait, so now that I'm on a PC, can I make my own mods? Absolutely, easily. If anybody wants to make mods for Fallout 4, you just type in Fallout 4 Creation Kit. Fallout 4 Creation Kit. Type that into Google. The first or second search result will be from Bethesda itself, and it will be a link to the Creation Kit, which is a download you get that lets you make new areas, just like we're in right now. We're on Misery Island, which is a new area in Fallout 4 that was added by a mod, and it has its own map and everything. In fact, if I get into the game again and show you guys... Oh, I have to talk to her? No, let's say don't talk to her. Tab out. Tab out! Let me out! Let me out!
Hey,
Can I do something for you? Or to you?
That's all for now.
No problem.
Release me. Thank you, Heather. Okay. So if we go in and look at the map, you can see this is not a normal map. This is not the Commonwealth. This is not Far Harbor. This is not Nuka World. This is a completely new map. And so the guy who made this mod, he used a creation kit and he just made something completely from scratch. And you totally can. And then he just connected what he made to Fallout by the little plane system that we've been using to fly back and forth. Every time you board the plane, it loads this new map in the new area. So, I mean, anybody could do that. So yeah, Metaclicks, absolutely. Make your own mods. Mila says, back your stuff up. Yes, absolutely. Vlad says, guys, I made the best grilled cheese and homemade tomato soup. Why is that such a thing? I love it so much. Grilled cheese and tomato soup, for some reason, is like an awesome combo. Vegas says, if I lost my favorite save, I would cry. Yeah, I believe it. I don't know if I would cry, but I would definitely be distraught. Like, this would mess me up bad. Oh, I have to tell you guys, we were just saying there's no story time on today's live stream because I haven't had stories that I want to tell you, but suddenly Vegas has keyed me to tell you one of my stories. So I'm going to tell you guys right now. Years and years and years ago, 20 years ago, when my daughter was, I don't know, 7 or 8 or 9, and my son was 3 or 4 or 5. One of the ways I had father-daughter time is we had a Dreamcast, I think. Dreamcast or PlayStation, and we had Gauntlet on there, the old Gauntlet Legends. And my daughter and I, every day after work, I would come home after work and I would sit down on the couch with my daughter. And if she had done all of her homework, then we would play Gauntlet Legends, and we'd play it for like an hour or something. Dinner would happen. Maybe we'd wait till after dinner and play for an hour after dinner or something like that. And we would play just a little bit. It's like an hour each night. But over the course of like a year, that was, 300 hours of playtime, something like that. We had got through most of Gauntlet Legends. We had been, goofing off in there. It's not a 300-hour game. It's more like a 100-hour game, 80-hour game, 60-hour game. But we had been goofing off and we had been going slow and we had made multiple characters. So we had never finished the game. But we were close at this point. We had many hours invested. And I came home from work one day and my daughter was just sobbing. I came through the door and I just heard her screaming at her brother and just sobbing. And it wasn't that like mean, like older sister angry scream. It wasn't like a controlling scream, like, I want you to do what I tell you. It was like the heartbroken, like kind of like sobbing and yelling. And I didn't know what I was hearing. I was like, why is this happening? So I ran into the room and I was like, what's going on? And she just points at the gaming console and she won't even look at her brother. She just points at the gaming console and she just goes, he erased it. And I was like, erased what? And she goes, everything. And I was like, he could not have done that, right? So I then sat down I totally reassured my daughter. I was like, don't worry. It's not lost. It's not lost. And she's like, no, it's lost. I checked. I'm like, it's not lost. And I was totally overconfident. I was so confident that he was like 3 at the time, 4, 5, at the most he was 5. I was like, he doesn't know enough about how to do things on the console to erase it all. Like, he doesn't know how to do that yet. So I certainly couldn't have done it. I just thought something had broken somewhere. There's something wrong. So I sent them out of the room and I sat down with the console and I just started figuring out like what had happened. I'm trying to reverse engineer what had happened. And what had happened is he had perfectly and precisely deleted every saved game for every game that we had ever played. He really did it. This kid perfectly destroyed everything. It was all gone. And I was just like as I'm like going through it, we had little like cartridges with the save games on them. I was like, he only did it to one. All the other cartridges are fine. So I put in the next cartridge, it was erased. I put in the next cartridge, it was erased. Like, this kid figured out how to erase things and then he erased everything. And I talked to him later and he was so confused because he thought he was very helpful. He's looking at me like I did a great thing, right? And I was like, why did you do that? And he's like, so you have room to save games. I was like, you deleted all the saved games so that we would have room to save games. And he was like, yep. It was the worst. And I just remember that like Friday through Monday, I took like a 4-day weekend, and Friday through Monday, I did a mad race through Gauntlet Legends, trying on my own to get everything back to where it was. I must have played like, I don't know, 60 hours of gaming over a 4-day weekend. Like I just day through night, just constant gaming the whole time. And 15, 16 hours a day, just constantly through the whole thing, trying to get it back to where it was. Because my daughter was so heartbroken, she just couldn't even conceive of playing anymore. And I was like, I don't want to lose father-daughter time. You know what I mean? So I was trying desperately to get us back to where we were. I got us kind of back, like, not great, but I kind of got it back to sort of where it was. And I was like, look, it's, I mean, we could go from here, right? Like, this is pretty close, right? And she was just like, I don't want to anymore. It's wrecked. And then it was just over, and we never played it again. I was so heartbroken. I tried so hard to get it back to where it was, and she was just like, nah, it's ruined now. Ugh. Oh, it killed me, you guys. It killed me. Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. Let me get back into the game. I just want to tab out and save because I feel like we've been chatting for a long time. I'm worried that this thing's gonna freeze on me in a second here. Let me read your comments and then we'll get back into the game, assuming it does not lock up. Let's see. Oh, there's so many comments. Let's see here. Vegas says, if I lost my favorite save, I'd cry. Confused Santa says, I once got to level 110 in Skyrim. You guys, look at how good I am. I felt that it would crash. I saved and then it crashed. Oh, I'm so good. Damn, I'm good. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Damn, that's so cool. Let's see here. Confused Santa, I once got to level 110 in Skyrim. Then the save corrupted. I was so mad. I don't blame you. Confused Santa says, if Reese chose romance over his brother in arms, he might not be a jerk. I mean, he definitely needs to get laid. That's for sure. Metaclick says, by the way, when I say anything constructive, it comes from love and support. I feel like we're all in this together. Also, would you ever watch someone making mods on live? I probably wouldn't, but maybe other people would. I mean, people will watch anything on live stream. You know, they'll watch people program. They'll watch all sorts of stuff. Puffington says PS1 is peak. For me, it was PS2 and 3. I loved PS2 and 3. I had some really bad stuff too. I shouldn't tell you guys about it, but let me just say that PlayStation 2 or 3 did have a game that came out in Japan that involved you going through a musical world, and as you did music, controllers would vibrate. And there was a specific controller you could get that was just for vibrating. And so people would play the game with their girlfriends and... Okay, I don't need to say anymore. It was a fun time. It was a fun time. PlayStation was amazing. Cripple Spock says, my chores are done. I'm eating at the moment, but I'll be here watching the stream. That sounds awesome, Cripple Spock. Puffington says, Tomb Raider, Resident Evil Trilogy, Soul Reaver,
Glowbug 1965 has arrived.
Glowbug is here. Welcome in, Glowbug. Nice to have you. So good to see you. Tomb Raider, Resident Evil Trilogy, Soul Reaver, Blood Omen, Xena. That thing was peak. Metaclick says, he would have to be a master at the console to be able to wipe everything. He did. It was incredible. I was so sad because I didn't believe it was possible for him to even know how to do all that yet, but he totally figured it out. Lad says, that reminds me of when I was like 8 or 9 and I accidentally made a new game of his Fallout 4 and deleted his year-long, like since release, save. I still remember his character named Loki. Rest in peace, Loki. Oh my God, Lad, you're killing me. Metaclick says, I like this guy. I would be kind of proud. I'm not going to lie. Mila's doing like, oh my God. Lego says, I respect that. 3D Art says, he now works in IT, right? That's what IT does to us all the time at work. Lego says, I respect that kid. Lad says, my dad was so surprised and like pissed, but in a normal dad way, of course, so he just took over my saves. Lego says, your kid was trying to help. Vegas says, oh, it's too bad. At least you tried. I know. Metaclick says, like, my dad would look at you and say, yeah, tell me about it. I would glitch and take apart systems and games all the time growing up. He always said I should go into coding or gaming sector. I mean, you kind of are. Am I wrong? I think you kind of are. So maybe your dad's right. Vegas says your intuition's spot on. Mila says, Eleonora creates some of her mods on stream. Well, there we go. There we go. I mean, Meta was asking. There we go. Eleonora's doing it live. Okay. Puffington says, did you ever play any RPGs like Suikoden or Final Fantasy VIII on the PS1, Mr. Fallout? Not really. You know, we could look up, there's a game called Crystalis. It was for Nintendo years and years and years ago. We could look up when that came out, but it was like a long ass time ago. I mean, like 1990 or something, like a really long time ago. 91, 92, 93, 94. I think somewhere in there. Around that time, I was really into that style of game, and so I played some Final Fantasy, but it was back then, and these would have been extremely early Final Fantasies. These would have been like, I don't know, Final Fantasies 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. It's before all the big ones that made them really like put their name on the map. I don't remember anything about them. I honestly don't remember anything about Crystalis either, other than it was the first game I ever finished. Crystalis was the first game I finished. It took about 80 hours to complete it. And when I did complete it, I was totally shocked. I was like, wait, I beat a game? FA says, Glowbug, if that is your birth year, it's my birth year also. We have 265 people here? Dang. I'm 71. I'm a little younger, but not by much. Puffington says, Soul Calibur 3, Resident Evil 4, Evergrace, Devil May Cry, Van Helsing, SOCOM. SOCOM, I did a little SOCOM. Brothers in Arms, Twisted Metal Black. Oh my god, I love Twisted Metal Black so much. I still have Twisted Metal Black and the console for it because I love it so much, I can't give it up. So I just saved it for 20 years, 25, however long it's been. Rygar, Sly Cooper, I did a little Sly. PS2 was the GOAT. I mean, was Twisted Metal Black 2, not 3? Because if so, I'm agreeing with you. I love Twisted Metal Black so much. So much. Lad says, I would definitely tune in just to see how it works. Talking about like doing like live streams of making mods, yeah. Metaclick says, fair point. I stream code. I'm going to college to learn more about coding to hone my skills. If I can be honest, at first learning was shit because I knew nothing about it. I mean, that's the way coding is, right? Like very steep learning curve, but then once you get it, you're just trucking along. And once you know 1 or 2 languages okay-ish, you kind of can get all languages. Like once you understand the concepts of programming and how it works, you can sort of start applying them to other languages, and it's kind of nice that way. Pleberoni says, wait, you're 71? I was born in 71, Pleberoni, which puts me at 54 right now, I think. I'm in my 50s. And then Puffington says, Orphan Scion of Sorcery was also really good. That one I don't know. I mean, I might have seen the cover for it, but I definitely never played it. Globix says, yes, that is. I'm 60 now. There we go. The big 6-0. That's nice. And wait, and Glowbug was just telling us that her birthday was literally like 2 weeks ago. So Glowbug, you just turned the big 6-0. That's kind of awesome. Puffington says, man, PlayStation 2 has Half-Life and Silent Hill. Definitely the best console. I mean, that's a good point. It does have Half-Life. I never really was into Silent Hill. I mean, I played a little bit, but it wasn't never really a thing for me. But Half-Life was. I still have Half-Life. I have everything. I have the orange. What is it? Is it called Orange Pack, Orange Box? I have the Orange Box, which I think is Half-Life 1 and 2 and some other like spin-off, and then it actually has another game with it. I can't remember exactly what the Orange Box is, but it had a lot of goodies. Metaclick says, this is true. I wish I was 60. Wait, really? I mean, your body's hit the 50s and 60s and you start to get ailments. It's not exactly an awesome time. If I could, I would probably freeze myself at like 26 to 36. Maybe even 26 to 40. somewhere in there, I was a grown enough adult that people would listen to me and be like, oh, he's not, they wouldn't say things like, oh, he's a kid, he doesn't know what he's talking about. They would be like, oh, what do you want to tell us about? Somewhere in there, people would be like, oh, he's an adult. He's respectable. And I had some smarts about me, but not enough. But I also had a good body. 26 to 40, that's about right. Pepperoni says, I was going to say, you don't look 71. Yeah, I hope not yet. I'm getting there. I got the gray in my beard, the white in my beard. Globix says, yep. Metaclick says, to be retired and laying at home playing games all day in a robe, eating Ruffles and chugging different drinks. Oh, you want to go to retirement. Okay. Well, that's a little different. You can retire at 40 if you've got the money for it. So work hard from your 20s and 30s. I mean, you could retire early if you can, if you have the money. Globix says, live your life. You're young. Don't rush it, Metaclicks. Lad says, the island's called Misery Island. Right. I'm gonna watch a YouTube vid on it if there is one. Yes, this island is called Misery Island, and it's brand new, so there might not be a lot out there yet, although the mod author might have put something out there. Puffington says, God of War Trilogy, GTA Vice City, Shadow of Colossus, Bully. I could go on all day. PS2 is the GOAT. Metaclick says, I want to speed run retirement. I think you mean you want to speed run to retirement and then take it slow once you're in retirement. Globix says, I'm going to retire in 2 years. Oh, dang. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm probably going to be working till I die is my guess. I am not well off. I'm happy to get money. I'm happy to do work. Keeps my mind sharp, so I'm happy about that. Is there a surfboard here? The mod author literally put a surfboard in the game with a pattern and everything. Man, I love this mod author. This mod author is great. Okay. Another surfboard. This is so cool. I can't get up to the other upper area though. Dang, this is so cool. So I hope you guys are doing awesome. It sounds like, I mean, everybody's chatty. It sounds like everybody's happy to be having the weekend now. So I'm happy. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy you guys are hanging out. Did I just get a new thing? Wait, I want to see that. Did the mod author literally put in new chems? Did I just get like a root beer float or something? Oh wait, I can't see what I'm doing because your comments are on top and they're making things look funny. Hold on. There we go. Back into the game. Okay, now I can read what's going on. There it is. They added something called a Nuka-Cola float. You get half a hit point for 120, 150 seconds. So you get about 75 hit points out of this thing. You get a little bit of radiation, and you get 45 action points total. Yeah, it's actually not that great though. Dang. It looks cool. It just, like, look at that. The original Quantum already does 4 hit points a second, which is 600 hit points compared to this one doing 75 hit points. So it's not better than a Quantum. But that's interesting. That's interesting. Metaclick says, I plan to work hard and stack enough cash so I can be a solo developer and streamer. It's nice. Puffington says, winning weekend, winning stream, winning Mr. Fallout. Thank you so much, winning Sir Puffington. Cripple Spock says, I'll still send a photo of my Fallout collection on Discord. I've just been busy at times. Well, I'll post it up soon. Do it, do it. Cripple Spock says, Nuka-Cola float is root beer float. It sounds Grootalicious. I mean, I want to try it. It sounds good to me. I'm just excited that the mod author is putting new stuff into the game. There's a little Hawaiian tiki face. Surfing decals. Misery Island poster. This is awesome. This is so cool. He put so much work into this. I shouldn't say he. I don't actually know that it's a he. The person who made this could be a she. I don't want to presume anything, but I'm extremely pleased with this. This is so cool already. We've barely done anything, and it's just like, this author put effort in. It's great. And there's a black bloatfly somewhere. I'm not going to worry about that right now. That's funny. The whole building has come down, but the light hasn't.
Damn.
Even break it.
Wait, there's another one. Where is it?
Not that it's an option.
Good. Wait, there's another one. Oh, they took it down. God, Nick's comments are just so on target in this island. This has to be the module author, right? Like, he must have gone through all of Nick's dialogue. And he plucked out just perfectly chosen items for every single encounter, every single location. It's amazing. Beauty and Sea Salon. Beauty and Spa Salon. We'll take all this loot. The guy who's selling stuff in the shop, he didn't come here and loot this so he'd have more things to sell? That's weird. Nothing there. He just left everything as is? Didn't touch anything? I feel like he could have definitely taken all the loot that's here and made things go better for himself. Could have had more goods to sell.
Yes.
Okay. There's a skeleton. Another Misery Island poster. This dude is just killing it. Okay. So we killed 3 bloatflies. I don't think I got all 3, but I'm not going to worry about it. I think we got the meat off of at least 2. We're working our way down the coast. We keep hitting new homes that are all wrecked and ruined, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Wait. Let me turn off my light. Oh no, I can keep it on. Just there it is. Misery Island. He even made Misery Island lunchboxes. And there's a new gift. I get dice. Is that real? Does that go under junk maybe? Plastic dice? He put plastic dice into the game too. This dude. Boy, when he said he learned a lot from his previous mods and he was going to make a better one, he was not lying. Rabid Radstag? Information board. We can read it. Travelers take heed. There's a nasty pack stirring up trouble over by North Cove Beach, led by a real mean alpha, glowing mongrel. If you end up handling the mess, swing by the gift shop. I will make it worth your while. Old Man Henderson. We have an old man in the game? Just like me? Awesome. I think that's AJ Henderson, who we were talking to him earlier, and we sort of snooped on his computer. Okay, that's really cool. Let's take a look at the map. We should have at least 3 marked places, maybe 4. Crooked Hill Campsite, Neville Family Cabins, Gables Grove Campground. These 3 are the 3 places we're supposed to go to look for the missing people. What's this? Kill the alpha glowing mongrel at North Cove Beach. So that's a 4th location now, is right there. We now have a new quest. I'm on a road walking forward. I might just follow the road forward till we get to the alpha. And we'll worry about the Crooked Hill Campsite and Neville and blah, blah. We'll worry about that as we go. Let's see here. Metaclick says, I always think I will be an active. Metaclick says, I always think I will be active and do things. But to get to a point where you can make money at home would be nice. Yeah. Shaquille Oatmeal 69 on Twitch says, is this just like Nam, Pa? I don't know. That's a little bit too old of a placement. That would be for people in their, what, 80s? Am I wrong? Nam wasn't it? It was 71, right? That would be the day I was born. So people who would be 20 years older than me would have reference to Nam. That would be 65, 75, 75. 75-year-olds. 75-year-olds would be Vietnam. There we go. Cripple Spock says Nuka-Cola is Coca-Cola. Maybe. Vegas says maybe the shopkeeper is depressed and needs that spark to care for himself. Maybe some of those unique things will go into his shop. Vegas, I love your thinking. I hope that happens. That would be so cool. Oh, we'll take this. Get some blight. Okay, so this dirt area that I'm on is the road. Let's keep going on the dirt road. More blight. We'll take it. And there's something red down the way. What is that? Why is it bright red? Let's save. I see a dude. Cursed Pillager. Interesting. So the Commonwealth has raiders. Bar Harbor has trappers. Cinder Shelf. Neat. And this place has pillagers. Oh, it's okay. It's happening. All right. Sure. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That looks like I didn't do anything, but I think I just reset him. Oh, wait. Did you guys see that right before I went into my Pip-Boy? It said a grenade was flying at me. Let's see if we can survive the grenade. We'll take everything. Yao Guai ribs for damage reduction. Wolf ribs for an accuracy bonus in night. Where's brew we don't need. Vegetable soup we don't need. Ultra Jet we probably should take. We're going to do it. Stingwing Fillet for perception bonus. Buzz Bites. 25 max action points and perception 1 for an hour. You take 10 hit points of damage, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to cure that in a second. Let's see here. Radstag Stew is energy resistance. We'll take one of those. Let's see. Psycho, absolutely. Angler, max action points, absolutely. Overdrive, extra damage and crits, absolutely. Orange Mentats, +5 to perception, absolutely. We'll skip the quantums and everything for right now. Med-X will reduce damage. Yes, please. Let's see. Gator Claw Steak for agility. Thank you, yes. Don't need melee bonuses, though. We're going to skip melee bonuses. Fog Crawler. Damage resistance greatly increases in foggy and rainy weather. I don't know if it counts as foggy and rainy right now, but we're taking it anyway. Deathclaw Egg Omelet. Increases my heal rate. We're going to do it because I don't know how bad this is. I don't know how hard this is. I only have one. It's supposed to be my super option because it does make my healing go like way fast. We're going to take it just because I don't know what I'm about to get into here. Cinder Shelf gives me hit points, but it's barely anything. It's not worth it. Blood Bug for max hit points. Yeah, we'll do that too. Okay, I think that's everything. Now let's just see if I'm hungry or thirsty from all of that. Oh, I'm mildly dehydrated. I need a bunch of water. Do I even have water? Okay, let's see how that did. And then maybe we'll take a refreshing beverage too. Yeah, let's take a refreshing beverage. Okay, properly hydrated. All right, 2 screens worth of buffs up and running right now. Let's see if we can survive this grenade. Let's run away from it and see if we can take bad guys out. Oh, it wasn't even at me. We got one down. Where's the rest? Oh, he right behind me. Who else? Who else? Who else? Wait, is he visible? I feel like he's behind glass or something. Well, he was killable. Okay, okay.
The detection system must be on the fritz.
Ah! Dang. I knew it was going to be hard. I didn't know it was going to be that hard, you guys. Dang. Dang.
Hey now, no need
Oh,
to
no,
be
no, no, no,
uncivil.
no, 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 no. No, no, no. No, this guy's actually good. Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. Dang, he killed me with like 2 or 3 shots while I had every chem on the planet running through me. Dang, I knew he was going to be strong. I didn't think that strong.
I think they're gonna have to forfeit their deposit.
Ooh. I love this mod. So, for anybody who doesn't know, I am playing the game with some extra mods. We're playing a modded area. Ooh, look at all these goodies. Chem Stash. Jet and Psycho added, and Black Lung Jet added. This guy made new chems? Alright, let's take a look at Black Lung Jet. What does that do? Oh, and let's save too, because I don't want to lose the progress I just made. I was going to say, I'm playing the game in survival mode, which makes it harder, and then I have mods installed so that the enemies do triple damage to me to make it harder. So I have to be careful, but that was like a lot of damage. Okay. Black Lung Jet slows time and plus 25% crit chance for 15 seconds. So it does a double whammy. Okay. It's like Jet and overtime at the same time. Okay. Metaclicks, let's see, says I want to work from home. Shaquille Oatmeal says this like nom pa. Cripple Spock says Nuka-Cola, Coca-Cola. Vegas says maybe the shopkeeper is depressed and needs a spark to care for himself. Good. Cripple Spock says Fallout 3 has hillbillies in one of the DLCs. Yes. It's the one that got remade into 4, right? Not Far Harbor. That's 4. There was a Fallout 3 DLC. Is it Lookout Point? Is that what the name of it is? It had the hillbillies, and they remade the whole thing in Fallout 4. There's a mod you can get that as the whole thing. You can replay the whole area. Pod says he snuck up on you. I mean, he surprised me, but damn, he just shot real good too. He just killed me real, like, ah. Vegas says, wow, that's crazy. Cripplespock says, rest in peace, Cherry. Gambit says, yo, I make in-universe Vault Boy cartoon shorts if anyone wants something fun between streams. Vegas says, maybe that new mushroom makes the black lung. Oh, Vegas, that's a good point. Mila says, point lookout. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you, thank you. Did I just say it reversed? Did I say lookout point when it's point lookout? Thank you, Mila. Dang. Dang. He wiped the floor with me. Okay, I think we got everything from this upper level. There could be more up on top, but I don't have a way to get up to it without my power armor. And, you know, that's part of the fun, is we're not doing power armor this run, so we're just going to leave it be. And, M-Stash. You just take the whole thing at once. That's so nice. Mentats, Buff Out, Black Lung Jet. Jet. That's it. Okay, okay. It looks like he added one new chem. Black Lung Jet. Radaway, coffee cups. Dog food crayon. Okay. I'm so interested in all the stuff this modder has done, because what I like about this modder, we did Boone Island on the last live stream, and I was like, this guy's really trying, like he's really doing a good job. But he was doing a good job on the previous mod that we played, which was Boone Island. He was doing a good job with Boone Island, like as a person who, like, he's trying some modding and he's doing good, and he like really experimented and he figured a bunch of stuff out and he's doing a good job with it. Like that's kind of what it felt like when I played Boone Island, was, oh, he did a good job. But this feels really interesting. This is like, bro, Bethesda should hire this guy. Like this is like on another level. I'm really loving this. It feels like Fallout. It looks like Fallout. It's cool like Fallout. It has interesting new chems and interesting new artwork and interesting new effects, and it all fits in. It's so awesome. Okay. Wait, there's a weapon workbench. I didn't even look. Does it have anything in it? No. Okay. Is Shadow here? You are here. Hey, baby, what's up? You hanging out? Okay. Guys, I can't show you because they're on the ground, but I got my kitty cat and my girlfriend are like on the ground behind me right there. Ugh. They're hanging out and playing together. It's kind of awesome. Okay. Let's get out of there. What is this? This is Rights In. I think that's new artwork for that too. And what is this? Did we already go through here? Oh, there's a new lunchbox. Tiki Time Vodka, another new item. Let's see what that does. Oh, we got two. Tiki Time Rum. Agility and Strength. Vodka, max hit points and strength. These are very melee-oriented buffs. Okay. Let's see here. Cripple Spock says, yes. Lookout Point DLC in Fallout 3. Point Lookout, yes. Cripple Spock says dinner is so good. Wait, what did you say you had for dinner, Cripple Spock? I can't see. Dang. Anyway, I hope it was great. Yeah, it sounds like it was great. After Cripple Spock is Pod. Pod says, wait, was Shadow there the whole time? No, Shadow just came in. She like snuck into the room. Like I saw like movement on the side of my... like on the side of my peripheral, and she like crawled in behind us. She's sneaky. It's true. I don't know if you guys heard that. But she goes, I mean, I am named Shadow. Oh, goodness.
Looks like whoever was here made off in a hurry.
Cooking stove. Okay, this is kind of exciting. We now have cooking, and we have weapons. So I don't need to have a settlement, and I can do things like rename weapons more here without making a big deal of it. And I can do a little cooking. In fact, let's see if there's. Let's save the game. We picked up a bunch of new items. Let's see if we can build anything with those new items. Did he give me new recipes? Just vegetable starch. No new soups. What about roasts? Let's go down to the bottom, work our way up. You can do it! Hey, thank you, Metaclicks! All right. Squirrel on a stick. Oh, wait, here we go. Seasoned rabbit skewers. I don't think that's base game, you guys. I think this might be a new thing he added. This might be a new recipe we just got, right? It needs black bloodleaf, blight, lureweed, and rabbit leg. I mean, I think all of that might be in the base game, so maybe this isn't from the mod, but it looks like it might be. Let's see here. Is there anything else here that looks new? What's that, baby? How's my mod going? It's going great. I mean, this is a really cool mod. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Yeah. Yeah. How are you doing, Angel? That's good. That's good. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else, you guys, right? I think that was it. I think. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, that's we got one thing. That's kind of interesting. We went into an ad break. We came out of the ad break. Vegas says, I got to get going. I'm going to see you all later. Have a great stream. Thank you, Vegas. Have a good one. Have a great, great night. And all right, let's see. What else? I think we fully explored the restaurant. We fully explored whatever this place was called. Wrights Inn. And Sardinia Sun Fine Wines. We can't explore. It's closed off. Oh, but we could take this wine. Thank you, thank you. I love you too, cutie. And we'll take the loot out of the wooden crate. Okay. Great. Oh. All right, sure. More cinder shelf. I'll take it. Oh goodness. Hey lad, did you ever find anything about this new mod? You said you were going to go to YouTube and look up videos about this new mod. Did you actually find anything about it? I might be the first person to play this mod on a live stream, since it's that new. I think it came out like a week ago. But it is pretty awesome so far. Let's see. Cripple Spock says, dinner is chicken nuggets with Tabasco hot sauce and fries. That's serious. Okay. Metaclick says, would it not be funny if Old Man Fallout was an AI and coded himself for the stream? I mean, I could be. You know, I was actually looking at faking myself a little bit for something. As you guys know, I've complained about there's ageism in the tech industry. And you guys know that when you do like videos with your phone, you can get little like overlays and stuff to like make yourself look different somehow. And I was thinking about looking up something to make my beard go dark again, get rid of the gray in it and fool people and make them think that I was a little younger. I don't need to do that here on this stream, but I was thinking about doing it for job interviews so that I can like divert away from some of the ageism. Water. Activate or fill bottle. Let's see if it fills it with clean water or dirty. One bottle. Dirty. Glad I did only one bottle because I don't want dirty. Okay. North Cove Hotel. This is more custom artwork this guy's doing. I love it. North Cove Hotel. Chained. Can't go in. Let's find an alternative entrance. An alternate entrance. I mean, I think we're in. Oh, goodness. Take the toy car. Nothing else there. Let's get up to the door. Nothing there. Oh! I thought I was so clever. I was like, I'll find another way in. And then the game developer was like, no, you won't. Let's keep going around then. Oh, we can't. Oh, maybe we can. Can I? No? Hold on. What about here? Yes. There we go. Okay. Side door. Return to old man something. Something. I don't know what that said. Shoot, that can't be opened either. Okay, so we found 3 potential entrances, and we are closed out of all 3 because they're all chained. So whatever is going on here is some kind of mystery. We're gonna have to figure that out. There's some like way you get let in, and I don't know what that way is. We did just unlock something though. What was that? Misery Island Social Club. With a woman playing a ukulele. That's so cool. I think there's a ukulele right behind me. Let's see here. 3D Art Studios says confirmed. Fallout has hillbillies on both sides of the screen, LOL. Cripplespock says, I think that was added along with the anniversary edition, Fallout Man. But then it couldn't be. Because I'm not doing anniversary edition. I have a very old version of Fallout that we're playing right now from 2023. We're not playing anything updated. Metaclick says that is a cool part of making mods. It might get played on streams.
Place I like to dawdle.
Let's dump some gear because I just got hurt. I don't know why I just got hurt, but I'm gonna assume I'm overloaded. I am overloaded by 3 pounds. Get rid of that. Get rid of Knuckles, Molotov, Pipe Auto Pistol, harness, leather, blah 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 blah. Okay. What's that?
Lou and Remy just followed on Twitch.
Lou and Bemmy? Thank you so much for the follow. I love it. Thank you so much. Thanks for the follow.
If you get 1 single follower every single stream, you're very lucky. You're probably in the top 0.1%.
Top 0.1%, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Gale Level. Okay. We keep just the 2mm for our ammo. We have just our 1 gun called Pump and Dump, which you guys named this live stream. And I don't think I want to get rid of a lot of stuff in here right now. Actually, maybe I do. I didn't realize I had so much junk right now. It's really weighing me down. No, I'm not going to take the ticky time stuff. Okay, I feel like that's pretty good. That's a good stopping point right there. We cleared out what we needed to clear out. Very good. Let's see if we can get into this Misery Island now. Let's save it. Let's freeze it. Let's read your comments, and then let's get into the building. Let's see. Metaclick says, that is a cool part of making mods. It might get played on streams. Yeah. Exactly, Metaclicks. You make a really awesome mod, you're going to get onto a live stream somewhere. And if it's awesome enough, you're going to get on to 10, 20, 100 live streams. This one live stream is not going to be enough for Misery Island. It's going to have to be on 2 or 3 or 4 live streams because the place is really big. His last mod, Boone Island, we did all on the previous stream. We did the whole thing start to finish because it was small enough. This one's too big, though. It's going to need multiple streams. Metaclick says, also, is that not against the law? I thought you're not supposed to care about age. Metaclicks, in the US, it is totally illegal to discriminate based on age. But you have to prove it. And it's really difficult to prove. Basically, someone would have to flat out say in an interview, we don't want to hire you because you are too old. Or they would have to say something that gives that away, like, ooh, you got a lot of gray in your beard. I don't know if you'll fit in. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. Nobody ever says anything that blatantly obvious. In many cases, what happens if I do an interview, I'll do like I'll send in a resume, that'll work out. They'll then say they want to do a phone interview. I'll do a phone interview, that'll work out. Then they'll want to do either in person or like on Zoom or something like that where they get to see me. And you can always tell when they just don't like the look of a person, they don't like the age of a person. Because what will happen is they cut the interview short. It's really obvious. So if they don't care, they'll be like, okay, so tell me about yourself. Tell me what you did. Tell me about your work history and blah, blah, blah. And you just go through it and it's fine. But if they care about that kind of stuff, if they want to discriminate based on age, then what happens is they go, oh, okay, so I have your resume here. You don't need to go over that. I don't know. Tell me something interesting about your career. And you tell them one thing. And then they're like, oh, okay, I think I have what I need. I think I've got everything I need. Okay, thank you so much. If we're interested, we'll get in touch. And then they cut the line. Like that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like they get a look at you and they're just like, nope, done. That's, you know, kind of wild. I guess it could also, it doesn't have to be age. You know what I mean? It could just be some kind of look like white dude or dude. It could be anything. You know what I mean? But what I do know is I didn't have those experiences when I was 35. I only had those experiences at 54. So it's, you know, interesting. Lucian throws up Kitty Cat and Nacho and oh my God, and Old Man 361. Wait, is that me? That is. Are you trying to do the raid symbol? I got it. And then a bunch more emotes. Thank you, Lucian. Metaclick says, what are the odds there is a guy that watches all the streams but does not follow? Extremely high. Lurkers are the norm, right? Hello to all my lurkers. 25 people on Twitch, 13 on YouTube, 0 on Kick, 4 on TikTok. Most of you lurking. Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for being here. But do give us a follow and likes if you can. And, you know, if you're feeling really awesome, you could do like paid subs and stuff like that. But for the moment, free likes, free follows. I'd love it. Thank you guys for being here. And let's see. Cripple Spock says, I went out to eat at Denny's yesterday and the boneless wings with barbecue sauce was good with seasoned fries. There we go. I've never tried it. Boneless wings with barbecue sauce. That sounds tasty. I don't know. Is Denny's known for having good barbecue sauce? I feel like Denny's is very generic, but maybe it's awesome. Pod says, I should have suspected someone named Shadow would be a ninja. I know, Pod. Exactly. I don't know if you guys noticed. She also left the room. Did you guys see her leave? I don't know if she was obvious to people. I think she also crawled out, so she wasn't on video. Metaclick says, oh, so just like everything, there is a loop. There's a loophole to evade the law. Yeah. And Metaclick says, why are people afraid of holes? And then Todd the Pig says, hi. Hi, Todd. Cripple Schmock says, stay safe, everyone. I know, right? Definitely stay safe, especially when you're going into Misery Island's social club with the little dice oh, this is so great. I love it so much. Oh, I can't get into this one.
On the other side.
All right, let's run around the outside of this one, see if we can get into this also. Can I get any of this blight? I can't get the blight. Wait, I had it for a second. Did you guys see that? It popped up for one quick second. Oh, you have to be at just the right angle. Oh, come back. I had you. Oh, come on. There we go. Good. All right. Some good loot there. Nothing in the chem station. Good loot there. Okay. Well, let's keep running around back. I mean, hopefully we find a way in. No? Wait. We can get in. Do you guys see this? It looks like some random boxes, but that's not random boxes. That's placed with a walkway. He wants me jumping up there. The mod author wants me to get up there somehow. Oh, yes. Comex Med X and a snub nose. Would this let us get in? Could we drop down and get into the building that way? I don't see another option. I think we're going to try it. Ooh, and there's some hub flower over there we can get. Okay, let's try it. Let's see if we can drop to the floor right below to start. This gives us a closed out door, so this did nothing for us. But then, can we get to this? Come on. Come on, let me in, let me in. Oh, it didn't let me, dang. Shoot. There's no door there anyway. Shoot, okay, all right. Wait. Hub flower. There's some stuff to pick up here. Hub flower, an ammo bucket, more buckets, more tin cans. Jonathan on TikTok says, "This is where the real game begins. Mitten Squad." Cripplespock says, "I'm gonna grind more Skyrim." Do it. All right, let's see. Let's see. Some burnt books. We'll skip that. A plaque. In the 1620s, shipbuilder Captain Robert Moulton became stranded here during a winter storm. He described the ordeal as 3 miserable days, giving the islands their name, Misery Island. Now, however, experiencing the 83-acre Great Misery Island and 4-acre Little Misery Island is decidedly more pleasurable. This might actually be real-world lore. The module author said that he built Misery Island based off of the real Misery Island in the real world. So it's possible that there really is a Captain Robert Moulton who actually got stranded in the real Misery Islands in the 1620s. I don't know how much of this Fallout lore that we're seeing here is fake and how much of it is real, but that's interesting. Let's go. Oh wait, there's another plaque. The most well-known owner of the Misery Islands was Daniel Neville, dubbed Lord of the Isles for his proprietary or hospitable air. Neville bought the island in 1849 and raised a large family here. The Nevilles owned Misery Islands for the next 50 years until their daughter Annie sold the property in 1900 for the then unimaginable price of $60,000. $60,000 in 1900 would be what in modern day? A few million, potentially? Something like that. Misery Islands were sold a second time in 1900 to a group of Boston investors calling themselves Misery Island Syndicate. This group decided to convert Great Mystery Island into an exclusive summer resort. Hold on. Save. Let's pull that back up. I'm going to read your comments and then we're going to keep going. Let's see here. Cripple says he's going to do more Skyrim. Lucian says, I don't like Skyrim. Metaclick says, what, you don't like Skyrim? Lucian says, yep. Metaclick says, that should be a crime. Right up there with ageism. Pod says, that's blasphemy. Lucian says, too bad it ain't. Pod says, what's the issue? You don't like how utterly awesome the game is? Lucian says, it's buns, in my opinion. I don't know, I just never liked it. Pod says, Lucian gives the game 2 buns, straight up. Oh, no! No! Don't do that. Lucian, don't listen to Pod. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. One more plaque. Is that all? There's just one more? No, there's 2 more. Okay, we'll do this one first. Misery Islands were closed during World War II and then became overgrown during the late 50s and early 60s, which made travel on the property difficult. During this period, trash from visitors began to accumulate. In 1969, David A. Ryan, a local schoolteacher at Manchester High School, was hired as the island's summer superintendent, and he worked with a few students to remove trash, open vistas, cut trails, essentially resurrect the island back into an attractive destination location. I think this might all be real world lore. I'm not 100% perfectly sure, but I think so. In 1904, the streamer... No, there were no streamers in 1904. In 1904, the steamer mono handset was heading for Salem Willows, and it passed through the fog, and the steamship wrecked on the rocks near Little Misery Island. The shipwreck that lies between Great and Little Misery is the steamer City of Rockland. In 1924, after a checkered 23-year career, she was towed to the Miseries, where she was deliberately set on fire. Her keel can be seen at low tide. This is really cool. I think the module author is using this lore to hint at us that we should be checking this stuff out, right? So we should find 2 shipwrecks between the Big Island and the Little Island. And we should be able to swim around there and find some good stuff. Okay. Okay, great. We already explored the first floor of this one. So this is kind of interesting. We have... Oh, and there's an iBot. Let's go say hi to the iBot. Let's see if it has anything interesting to say. Oh, it doesn't talk to me? I can hack it, though. I'm not going to hack it. If I get desperate, I might hack it, but I'm not planning to hack that thing. It looks like it just cruises around playing Hawaiian music. Dang, it's turning into a nice day on the island. It's kind of pretty looking. Let's see here. Metaclick says LOL 3. Lucian says the game is not good. Talking about Skyrim, right? Lucian says the storyline is just fetch quests. Ooh, Lucian, Skyrim? The storyline's not just fetch quests. I mean, there's an actual story there. It's not terrible. It's just, you know, kind of generic hero, like you're the chosen one. But I mean, there is something there, like unlocking all the shouts, figuring out who you are and how you got power and all that. There is something to that, right? Am I going crazy? Metaclick says everyone knows that you ignore the main story in Bethesda games. Well, I mean, that's a good point. We're literally doing that right now. And then let's see. Wait, what's this?
User Lucian Smith 234 says, "I'm rage baiting. Skyrim is a fabulous game."
Okay. Well, Lucian, it worked. I took you seriously. I was like, is it really just a bunch of fetch quests? I totally was biting. Let's see here. Mila says, it is not just fetch quests. You can do just about anything in the game. There we go, Mila. Pod says, the Assassin's Guild has like 0 fetch quests. Yes. Lucian says, the game is terrible. Fallout 3 is better. Mila says, how much did you play the game? Netta says, we all know that ignoring the main story in Bethesda games and exploring is the best way to play. Cripple Spock says, if one of the raiders says, can't wait to count out your caps. And Lucian says, I'm rage baiting. Skyrim is fabulous. Pod says, I was appalled. I was shocked even. Oh. Dang, this looks great. Okay. Glowbug says, I'm playing Skyrim right now. Right now. Thank you for being here, Glowbug. You could be playing Skyrim with a tab closed for me, but no, you keep the tab open. You are so kind. FA says, that is the beauty of open world. Yes, it is. And not even just the physical beauty that I'm looking at right here, but I understand what you're saying, FA, which is the concept of it. The concept of being able to do anything at any moment and just choosing your path and figuring out what you want to do. There are no rails on anything. You're just doing whatever feels right. It does make the game way harder. Way harder. I mean, to program. Metaclick says, I have put in thousands of hours. I've never played the main story. Wait. Metaclicks, we've talked about 3 games right now. We talked about Skyrim, Fallout 3, and Fallout 4. Which one do you have thousands of hours in but never did the main story? I mean, I have thousands of hours in some games, but I've always done the main story, at least eventually. Can I do anything with these red flowers? No. No. Can't do anything with the flowers. Okay, but we will take the hub flower. There's a lot of this bright red again. I'm going to take it. This is the, I don't know what they call it, disease something? Cinder shelf. I don't know why I thought they called it disease something, but there's more cinder shelf. I am just randomly running through the game world getting bright red cinder shelf, which is ridiculous because I don't think it even does anything useful. I'm just going like wherever the bright red is, that's where I'm going. We just unlocked something. Okay, let's go in here. You don't need a howitzer to be a hero. Our doctors and nurses save lives every day, but they can't do it without your help. Stop by any DC area hospital and sign up for one of these valuable volunteer positions. Candy striper, puppeteer, interminable blood donor, and bedpan unaffiliation technician? Guys, what is that bottom word? Bedpan something technician. Unsolification. Oh, solify. Unsolification. Okay. Bedpan unsolification technician, which basically means clean up people's poop in the hospital. Okay. That is a very fancy way to say that. More dice. We've got Nurse Yoro Kobe's patient records. Let's take a look at that in a moment. The flip lighter. Is there anything else we can do in here? This tiny little room. I think that's it. All right. Let me let me save. And then let me turn down the music that I'm playing in the background because I don't know if this nurse thing is going to be like someone talking or if it's going to be something else. Let's try it. Play. Okay, the mod author missed one thing. And that is, usually when you play a holotape, while the Pip-Boy light is on, you're supposed to code it so that the Pip-Boy light goes off so that you can read what's on the screen. But the mod author clearly forgot to do that one little thing. Okay, so let's tab out of this. Let's turn the Pip-Boy off. Now let's try to get back into it. That was Nurse Jacobi, right? Nurse Jacobi. Oh, there it was. Okay, do it. Patient log, surfing accident, alcohol poisoning, and juvenile attack urgent. Okay, we're going to read all three. But first I want to read your comments. FA said that's the beauty of open worlds. Oh, and you guys are in an ad break? Ah, all right. Metaclick says I put in thousands of hours, never played the main story. Skyrim is what I'm talking about. Okay. Mila says I have thousands of hours in Fallout 4, never completed the main story because I don't want to have that large radiated hole in the middle of Boston. That's a good point, Mila. But you're in an ad break, so you might not have even heard me say this. But thank you so much, Mila. And let's read some of these things while you guys are in the ad break. Patient log, surfing accident. July 14, 2076. This is a few months before the bombs fell. Maybe a year before the bombs fell, right? It was 2077, October 2077. So this is a year and a few months. Okay. Male mid-20s, reported losing control while surfing at South Beach. Board struck his left shoulder and ribs. No fractures, but heavy bruising and mild concussion suspected. Keep overnight for observation. Advised rest, no water activities. Patient insisted on getting back out there tomorrow against doctor's orders. Ad break is over. Okay. Glowbug says, I have finished Fallout 4 once, but mainly I explore and do side quests and touch on the main story off and on. There you go. There you go. I do finish, but you guys have seen this live stream. I think I'm now at like hour 250 for this character. We've been live streaming Cherry for hours and hours and hours on end. And I'm halfway. Like by the time we actually finish the game, I'll have put 500 hours into live streaming this thing. So I do finish the games, but it's a slow roll for me because I'm doing all side quests, modded content, all sorts of stuff. Confused Santa says there's no excuse to not finish the story. Confused Santa says just do it last before you restart your next game.
User at Zank says, Fefuck KK.
It's what you're saying, Zankt. I don't know what that's about, Zankt, but wait, you were watching the football game. Did something go wrong in the football game, Zankt? I'm not able to see it right now. I'm, middle of streaming, so I don't know. Confused Santa says, just do it last before you restart. We got that. Mila says, no excuses. I just don't want to. Well, then you're doing it right, Mila. When you're playing games, if you're doing what you want to do, then you are playing the game correctly. I mean, it's all entertainment, right? So however you do it has however you do it. Globug says, yeah, I'm playing slow also. Absolutely. I mean, I paid money for the game. I want to get my money's worth. Let's go. You know what I mean? Just see whatever we want to see. Metaclick says, burgers and fries. Why? Let's read the second one. Alcohol poisoning. Female, early 30s, brought in from the social club after consuming an alarming amount of locally made chokeberry vodka. Ooh, we don't have chokeberry vodka yet. I hope we can find some. Severe vomiting, dehydration, near loss of consciousness. Maybe we don't want chokeberry vodka. Stabilized with fluids and observation. Guests need clearer guidance on safe alcohol limits. Tourists just assume Tiki Time vodka is just novelty, but it's much stronger than they expect. Juvenile attack urgent. Mediclick says, burgers and fries is my dinner. Dang, that's not bad. I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner, but I'm going to do whatever my girlfriend Shadow says I'm doing. She's a really good cook. She's made steak for us a couple nights recently, and I don't know what I'm getting tonight, but whatever she's going to do, I'm just going to be like, thank you. 3D Art Studio says, I have dozens of characters that play up to Bunker Hill. And then I start a new character, and I can't make it past Bunker Hill. That's wild. There's so much cool stuff past Bunker Hill. Especially if you can get past Bunker Hill, you can get it as a settlement. That's really fun. I love making Bunker Hill a settlement. There's so much cool stuff you can do with Bunker Hill. Zankt says, it's time to make the choomies in Cyberpunk suffer. I'm going to go riding on top of cars with a shotgun. Oh, Zankt, do it. Zankt, let's go. Zankt, did you know that that's my artwork for when I do Cyberpunk? I wonder if I could show it to you guys. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you this, you guys. Give me a new piece of artwork. Where do we have image? We'll call this CYBERP. Let's put this on screen. And let's go to promo. Check this out, Zankt. When I am promoting my Cyberpunk live streams, that is the image that I put up. Oh, you guys can't even see it all entirely. Let me see if I can shrink it down for you. There it is. That's my guy on top of a car with a gun riding through the streets. Exactly like you're talking. And then I have a second promo image, which is just recolored a little bit, which is also my dude on a car. There we go. That's also one of my promo images for Cyberpunk. That's so funny. Anyway, have fun, Zankt. I hope it's a great time. Let's see. Metaclick says, can I be honest and say that living with a woman who loves to cook is amazing? Why would you need to ask if you could be honest? I think that's a totally reasonable thing to say. The only thing you could do is you could genericize it and say living with a person who likes to cook is awesome. But man, I'm grateful. What's really fun too is she doesn't feel like it's a chore or anything. She really likes it. She's kind of proud of it. Like she'll make a really good meal and she'll like beam at me and she'll be like, I made this awesome meal and it only cost $8. And she's just thrilled. You know what I mean? We had steak and potatoes and green beans yesterday. And I think it was $5 a plate. Steak, green beans and potatoes, $5 a plate. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see. Confused Santa says, gasp, how dare. How can you get all the achievements if you don't do the ending? Confused Santa, I have never got any achievements at all. I get 0 because I immediately mod. In fact, I mod on games that I've not even played before. I modded Cyberpunk even though I'd never played through it once. Like I started it up and I was like, it immediately needs mods. Achievements always go for me. Zankt says, yeah, that's me, but rage-filled face. Okay, Zankt, go! Murder, Zankt. Mila says, I don't do achievements. They have never appealed to me in any game. I don't play for achievements. Same, Mila. Pod says, how dare you? This is the Metaclick saying it must be awesome to live with a woman who knows how to cook. Pod says, how dare you? Metaclick says, same. My girlfriend says that she loves it, says it's her fun time. I mean, it's just pure luck. That's just pure luck. I've dated a lot in my life. I've married, I'm married and divorced and dated a bunch. And if you find somebody who's really good at cooking, basically your whole life gets better because then you're healthier, you're eating healthier, you're saving money. Like everything just gets better if you find somebody who can do that. Man or woman, doesn't matter. Confused Santa says, it's like, oh my God, I love Fallout 4, but I hate playing the campaign. But the campaign is what makes a game a game. Yes, yes. Although, in some of Bethesda's games, especially with Skyrim and Fallout 4, I mean, part of the game is just wandering and getting little mini stories, getting little side quests and side missions and resolving those. Getting a story start to finish that lasts a single hour, but takes you through the full emotional, gamut of everything. Those are kind of cool. Metaclick says, she doesn't even want me in the kitchen. Oh, that's the opposite of my girl. My girl wants me in the kitchen helping constantly. Glowbug says, I play for fun, Mila, and you play the way you want, but I'm not serious about any of the games that I play. Yeah. You can't take the gaming seriously, People who take gaming seriously and think there's a correct way to do it are crazy. You just do it. You just do it the way it makes you happy and you have fun at it. Mila says, I agree, Glowbug. Glowbug says, me and my husband cook together sometimes. That is nice. I cook with my girlfriend all the time. I almost called her wife right now. I cook with my girlfriend all the time, but it's not because I'm good at cooking. It's because I totally don't mind just having her be like, you're my sous chef. You're my little servant boy. And she's just like, go do this, go do this, go do this. And I just do whatever she needs me to do. Confused Santa says, I'm just messing with you, Mila. I don't care. Globix says, cook. Good. Got cook. Mila says, I know. And Metaclick says, that's a cool idea. And there we go. Now we are done with all the comments. We caught back up to everybody. And we've got one last entry here. The patient log for juvenile attacks. Here we go. September 9, 2076. This is about a year before the bombs fell. Male, age 9, found near Tumble Ridge Cavern after straying from a campsite while unsupervised. Multiple deep lacerations and puncture wounds to the arms and torso consistent with a canine attack. Initial responders believed it to be a dog, though signs point toward a wolf. Unusual given how rarely they're sighted on the island. I mean, it's a tiny island. If there are some wolves on here, this should be easily eradicated. I don't know why this would be a weird thing. They should either have them or not have them. They should know or not know. Anyway, the action taken. Wounds stabilized best as possible on site, but level of trauma exceeded what could be treated here. Arranged immediate airlift to Milton General Hospital. Status after transfer unknown. Parents distraught. Recommend additional ranger patrols near campgrounds. Stronger messaging about child supervision. I think that's just warning me that we're going to have to deal with some wolves here. Okay. Thank you, Nurse Jacobi. Okay. So we've just been wandering and following roads. I wonder where we are now. Oh, we're way off target. Look at us. We're supposed to go Wait. Why do we have... Wait, return to Old Man Henderson. Did it change my quests on me? Kill the alpha glowing mongrel at North Cove Beach. We did do that. Return to Old Man Henderson. I'm not ready to do that yet. We're going to turn that one off. I want to go... I don't want to do tracks in the sand either. Wait! That is the one I wanted to do. I wanted to kill the big wolf, and that is the big wolf, and we did kill the big wolf. That was at North Cove. We should actually go back to Old Man Henderson. Okay, we could go right through Crooked Hill on our way back to Henderson, and that would let us also get in a little bit of the initial quest too. So let's try that. Put a marker there. Let's turn to the left. And we'll go to Crooked Hill campsite on the way back to Henderson and close out both of those things if we can. Take some blight. And let's see here. Oh my goodness, you guys did put in like 10 comments since I just last read them. Let's see here. Globug says, he's a good cook also. Your husband? His mom was a caterer. Oh, he got advantages about that. Confused Santa says, my collection changes a lot of the random buildings in the Commonwealth, so it makes sense to explore everything again. I do that too, Confused Santa. Somebody was telling me on the previous live stream, they were like, I looked at your mod list and you don't have like a lot of like cool new guns and like you don't like amp up to make things more militant or anything. And I was like, no, I don't. And they were like, why did you mod like that? And I said, well, I like new areas, like the one we're on right now. I like Misery Island. I like Boone Island, which we did last live stream. I like new areas to explore. And I have like, there's another mod called like Brad Burton Apartments or Brad Burton Expanded, which adds a lot of new stuff into the Brad Burton area of Nuka World. And I also have another one, which I think is called Lexington Apartments. If you have that mod, which just adds like, I think it adds 8 new. Wait.
The chance against us.
It adds 8 new doors in Lexington that you can open up and explore what's inside. And none of it is like world-changing, game-changing, game-ruining. It's just small stuff. But it's fun to be walking through an area and be like, oh, I didn't remember that was a thing. You know what I mean?
We did good.
Plague.
Well, you dead. %25% faster fire rate. Okay. Steamer trunk with loot. Oh, let's get my light on. There we go. Get a little blight. Get a paint can. All right, we took out everything in that tent.
Watch the ground.
Plague.
All right, good. Let's save and freeze, and then let me read your comments because you guys are popping off. I can't keep up with you guys. Let me see what you got going on here. Puffington says, for me, the achievements feel so rewarding. It's just something about logging in and seeing all those platinums next to my face. Dang, I mean, Puffington, there is something about that. I gotta admit, there's something about that. Metaclick says, I do bake though. The one thing my grandma passed down to me is all her recipes. We used to bake all the time together. Oh, that's so nice. Metaclick says, for example, every made cookies at midnight because your girl wants something sweet. Just kidding, I'll have to do it. Oh, have you ever made cookies at midnight because your girl wants something sweet? I mean, I literally did that with brownies.
The Amazing Twa just followed on Twitch.
You guys can't really see this, but this is a brownie tray that is fully empty. And I made these brownies at midnight 2 nights ago so that my girl would have something to take with her to work for her Thursday or Friday day at work. I don't remember which one. By the way, did somebody just do something awesome? Somebody just followed on Twitch. Thank you for whoever just followed on Twitch. That's very nice. Who is that? The amazing twat. Dang, I hope it's amazing. Well, thank you for the follow. Also, Lou and Remy and Pleberoni and Pie82. And what's the last person listed there? Generalissimo. Thank you guys so much for the follows. But what I was saying is, yeah, I made those brownies and I did a really terrible job of the brownies because I forgot to grease the pan before I put the brownie mix in. So they were going to stick to the bottom. And so I tried to I let them cool as much as I could. And then I tried to cut them up and get them into properly formed brownies. And it didn't work. They just made a brownie mountain. You know what I mean? As I was scooping them out, they just clumped up together because they were all stuck. And so my girlfriend and I just ate a brownie mountain. Over the last 2 days, we just were well, we'll just pick at the mountain. It worked great. They tasted great. Glowbug says, that's awesome, Metaclicks. We're going to get all my mother-in-law's recipes into a family cookbook. Oh, that sounds nice. Pod says, what is blight good for? Hey, does anybody remember what blight is good for? I know it makes some things in Far Harbor. It makes some Far Harbor chems and other goodies. Kent is here. Kent on YouTube says, hi. That's Kent's Shrouded Radio 314. Kent's Shrouded Radio Pie. Welcome in, Kent. And Metaclick says, the amazing twat? Ken says, I just hit level 201 for the first time in Fallout 4. I've only been playing the game since August 12th of last year. I love this game. That is so cool, Kent. Metaclick says, you should make brownie balls next time. I mean, the brownies were so soft, you could mush them into anything. We probably should have. That would have been great. We could have rolled them up. 3D Art Studio says 201 is crazy. Well done. Well done indeed. That is nuts. I am out of water. Let's get some more from my box. Give me purified water. We'll take 20. Great. Okay. Quenched our thirst. Doing great. Got our Pip-Boy light on. Check Crooked Hill campsite for missing travelers. That just popped up. Check for missing travelers. Radstag. And then what's this guy? There's another thing this guy put into the game? Look at that. That's so cool. I'm going to assume the toy penguin doesn't really do anything, but let's just take a look at it. It's probably in junk. Just gives us plastic and rubber. That's so cool, though. I love it so much. Let's see here. Kent says, thanks. That's for getting, congrats on getting to 201. Okay. Let's put the gun away. Let's take a look at this. Buff out Brahmin meat. And then, oh, what's this? This is a raider? Is that who was coming through onto the island were raiders from the Commonwealth? He doesn't have any notes on him or anything. There's no note by the side of his bed. All right, well, that was our first thing to look for. There's a workbench here. Is this going to end up being a settlement for us? Spatula, ribeye steak, oven mitt, chef hat, silver locket. All right, let's click on this and just see if we can get the settlement already, which would be ridiculous, but let's just see. We already have the settlement. Look at that. That's so cool. I'm not going to do anything with the settlement right now, but that's amazing. We've got our first settlement here on Misery Island. I don't know if there are multiple settlements on Misery Island or if there's just one, but it's kind of awesome. Beamer. Beer bottles. Okay. So we got to do a thing, gang. All the talk about food has made me a little bit hungry, but also my girlfriend is off to the side gesturing for me to like, let's come do dinner. Oh, wait, did I just get a Mystery Island dress? Did I just see that? Let me see if I can check that in my Pip-Boy. Mystery Island dress? That would be under apparel? No? Dang. What did I see? Misery Island lunchbox. Okay. I'll have to figure that one out later. For right now, I've got to find somebody to raid. But for those of you who are hanging out and you want to see more of Misery Island, I'm thinking that I'm going to come back later tonight and we're going to do more of a live stream of this because I'm having a really good time. And so I think what I'm going to do is break for dinner and then come back late at night. Like probably I'd start streaming again at 9:30 or 10 or 10:30, something like that, maybe even 11, which is really late at night. I apologize to anybody who doesn't stay up that late. That's about, like 5 hours from now. But I'll leave the video on demand. So if anybody misses it, you'll be able to see a video on demand of the late night stream. Having said that, let me see here. Did I miss anybody's comments? Metaclick says make brownies, then in another bowl mix cream cheese and broken up cookies into a fine powder, then mix in brownies, form into balls, put in the fridge or freezer depending on how hungry you are for them, and after they're solid enough, melt almond bark chocolate and dip them in it. That's decadent. That's insanity. But you know, it sounds great. It sounds great. Okay, let's see here. Who is currently available and streaming that we could raid, gang? Oh, and Metaclicks, you're here. Metaclicks, you have a bunch of options if you want to direct a raid. We've got That Girl Tam doing Arc Raiders, Jesseology doing Baldur's Gate 3, Ghetto Nerd Society doing Lumara, Steffi Walker 76, Fallout 76, Sarah Bear doing Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Danny's doing Just Chatting. Let's skip the Just Chatting one. Super Duper Jeff is doing Repo with Side Quest Hero. 27, wait, who is this? 27's Kate is doing Minecraft, and Comic Corp is doing Assassin's Creed. I don't know if any of those sound good to you, Metaclicks, but we could do any of those if you're interested. Metaclick says do Tam. Always do Tam. Okay. Here we go, gang. Glowbug says, yes, Tam is good. Let us raid That Girl Tam. All right, gang. Stick around. You get 250 channel points if you join me on this raid. This is on Twitch. You're going to get 250 channel points. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching the live stream. I will be back in a few hours to finish up Misery Island or do more of Misery Island. And right now, let's hit the raid button and see how many people we get on this raid. We've got 14 viewers, 17, 18. Ooh, did we go even higher? Oh, we're getting into the 20s. Look at that. I'm so happy. Oh, thank you guys so much. Okay, let's raid That Girl Tam. She's doing Arc Raiders. Everybody be very kind to That Girl Tam when we jump in. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys.